episode 100. And see the battle of the creature of the moon between Moon Knight and Morbius. Morbius transforms in the moon, right? No, never mind. That's vampires. I don't know. That's werewolves. Okay, let's start.
Welcome back to another episode of the Councilmen. This will be our 153rd episode. Yes, we got the usual. Well, minus Teguh. Well,
That's not
outside of
usual.
that's
Great
true.
start.
After I say the usual, that's when I realized there's no Teguh this time. But yeah, we only got the three of us today. We got Albert, we got Kelvin, and we got a guest. I guess,
Mhm.
yeah. The
Get your pillow out my damn chair! It's me.
Well, we just had a guess until Ariq slapped it away from his chair.
No guest.
No guess today, I guess, but yeah.
No guest.
What an intro.
Wow. Wow.
But yeah, Teguh won't be joining us today, sadly. But yeah. So yeah, basically today, yeah, thank you for still coming in. Fred Love Movies, yeah, even with the schedule change. So yeah.
Only him.
Everyone
else just.
I got two
gone.
people watching, you know.
We got
Let
Oh,
them-
yeah, we got
never
some
mind.
people watching. Yeah. Hello there. So yeah, yeah, I guess as usual we'll be discussing quite a few topics today. We got our usual weekly watchies, and then we will be going over the Oscars. Like yeah, last week, right? Yeah.
last
Uh,
Sunday.
was it last Sunday? Yeah, last
Yeah.
Sunday.
Because our
So
show
yeah,
happened literally on Sunday, the morning before. So yeah.
that is true. Yeah. Yeah, we'll be discussing the winners, I guess, from the Oscars, and then of course, there we'll be discussing two trailers that dropped for Minions 2 and Top Gun Mavericks. Yeah, and then some a couple of news, and of course we'll end it with Moon Knight Episode 1 spoiler discussion. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Yeah. Uh,
So yeah. Yeah, before we get started, just want to let everyone know that if you're watching us live, thank you for watching us live. Welcome. If you're watching us on the audio podcast, thank you for that. If you're watching live and you want to listen on the audio podcast, you can do that in where you just type down the Councilman in Apple, Spotify, wherever you listen to. Check us out there, as well as you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram and Letterboxd at Councilmen Show. See where our plugs are. See our updates. See our social media stuff. A lot of fun. So make sure to do that. And yeah, let's just get started with the show. We got plenty of stuff, as Kelvin said.
so yeah, let's start off with our usual weekly watchies. So yeah, weekly watchies. So this time, why not? Yeah, in the chat as well, of course, chime in with what you watch this week, and yeah, we'll be sharing what we watch as well. So Ariq, why don't you go ahead?
Alright, so what is it? This week I watched two movies, and technically we did watch one series. Me and Kelvin. Well, I guess we can discuss that later.
Well,
Not
no,
Moon
we
Knight,
can
by the
discuss
way.
it on the weekly in the watchies, I guess, because it's
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah,
really
yeah. But
that
yeah,
important.
yeah, it's not important. But the two movies I watch is Coraline and is it
Oh,
Coraline, right? Not Caroline. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Coraline and
Coraline.
dear
Coraline and Coda.
Coraline. Da, da, da.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, but I
Coda.
watched Coda. I watched Coda. Yeah, I watched
Nice.
Codaline. No, that's not.
Coda.
No, so I watched. The reason why I wanted to watch those two movies is because for Coraline, I think as some of you have known, we made our own what is it? Councilman letterbox. So
That
we
is true.
all put our movies there, right? And we had the four favorite movies to represent like,
Each one of
ourselves.
us. Yeah.
Yeah, so Teguh had was it Wally?
Yeah.
Kelvin had Coraline, I had Jurassic Park, and Albert, the last I checked, he had Back to the
Back to the
Future. Did you change
Future.
it? Okay, so you had back. Okay, see. Okay, so I've watched three of those movies except for Coraline. So I was like, you know what? That's not fair for Kelvin. I'll watch Coraline, and I did. And very good movie. I like it. And to
Of
be honest,
course.
I did try watching it as a kid, but I got too creeped out. I was like, what the hell is all this the style, the Tim Burton style just kind of creeps me out. So I'm like,
Hmm.
wow, okay, no.
I mean, that's
Ah,
that's why a lot of people say that Coraline is like probably one of the
scary movie.
unexpected scary movie they watch when they were
Yeah,
young.
yeah. To be honest, yeah, it's not scary. It's just a bit
Creepy.
eerie, I guess. Yeah, a bit
Yeah.
creepy. But yeah,
I
no,
mean,
I
I mean,
like
doesn't
the
it helps as well with the sound, with the music,
the sound,
I
the
guess.
sound, your
Yeah.
sound effects, the music. Yeah, that part is actually pretty creepy. But yeah, no, the movie was very interesting. It was very different from what I normally watch. So genuinely, yeah, it was a good movie. I like the story. Um, I like the actually, most of the characters just Coraline. Really, that's most developed.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I don't know what else to say about it really. Just yeah, it's just a good movie. Definitely recommend unless you're a bit too creeped out by the style.
Yeah, I haven't
It-
I haven't seen Coraline since.
You should
God, I don't
revisit it.
even know. It's not middle school. I guess grade. I don't even know. My sister introduced this to me. I didn't know the film exists until my sister introduced it. She watched it
Mm,
in class for some reason, or like a school event or
watched
something.
it in class.
Yeah,
God
so
damn.
she
Oh my
told me about
god.
it. It's either a class or like some, in school, because we all go to the same school.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
was like some events that is like a movie
Yeah,
event
movie
or something
watch.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically
kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
movie watch
Yeah.
along.
It's
Yeah,
probably that. So yeah,
man.
Yeah. 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 I
and
remember that stuff happens to them.
I watch it at home, and I don't remember much because it's been such a long time. I should revisit it.
Coraline is like I think it was my second time I watched in theaters in Singapore, and it was the second movie that I watched in 3D, I think.
Damn.
Yeah. First being
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Wally for both.
Thought the goose favorite, yeah. Yeah, yeah. That's all I gotta say about Coraline. It's pretty good.
All right,
And
yeah.
the second one, I
Um,
watched. What do you want to add?
And you want to add
no,
another movie?
I'll ask later. I'll ask later.
Okay,
Oh,
go
okay.
on. Yes.
Oh, I just want to go on with a. So I also watch Coda because a lot of well, when I say a lot of you, I meant like Albert and a lot of the people on the chat. They were like praising how good the movie is, and Kelvin eventually watched it.
Mhm.
He liked it as well. I think you said.
Yeah,
So I
I
did
do.
watch it. Yeah, so I did watch it, and it was a very heartwarming movie, and it was very I don't know how to say it. It's like immersive. Is that the right word? Because like I don't know, their depiction of like
Hmm.
their depiction of a family like is very more real
Feels
than
very
like
real and
most.
raw, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, feel yeah. Yeah. Oh, and also yeah, I watched it because like wasn't it nominated for the Oscars? I'm gonna call it like that now. I'm gonna
The
refer to
Oscars.
2021 as the Oscars.
I mean,
So
it got nominated for best. It won best picture. So.
it won Best Picture, yeah. So obviously I
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah.
I want to watch all the good movies. So yeah. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like. So yeah, basically I just like the whole family dynamic, the conflict with the main character. Forgot her name, Ruby. That's the only character
Ruby,
I
yeah.
really know. The main
Ruby
character,
Rossi.
Ruby.
Yeah.
Yeah, and well, I want to ask, like, is the guy like the love interest? Is he from Sing Street?
Yeah.
He's the
Yeah.
kid
Yeah.
from
He
Sing
is from
Street.
Sing Street.
Ferdia
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Wong
was like,
Philo.
He got big.
yeah, yeah, he got taller. He had a different hair, and he looked more American. So I was like, is that him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is true.
Oh, and I do like their singing is pretty nice, but it was a bit unexpected because they join a choir class. I expect them to like sing classic songs, but instead they sing like modern songs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the singing is great. I like that. Yeah, and the story over. Actually, I should admit I wasn't 100% immersed while I was watching it because at the same time I was playing a
Oh,
Genshin
what
Impact.
crime!
playing Genshin Impact at the same time, so I only watched the more like important bits, like the last, not the last performance, the audition, stuff like
Okay,
that.
you gotta
Oh man,
rewatch
the
it
Eh,
now.
build up to it is great,
You gotta
man.
rewatch it.
I wanted to build up as well. I didn't. I paid more attention to the movie than the game. That's the point. But yeah, no, that was
Alright,
that was
alright.
actually a great movie. Yeah, not.
Yeah.
I'll admit I have to say something though. It's also not my type of movie, obviously, because I'm
Yeah, it's not.
simple-minded and I only like action movies. Yeah, but but it's still a great movie nonetheless. It's a great movie. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's all I
yeah,
watched.
agreed.
Hmm?
Agreed. Alright, yeah.
All right. So Ariq, as part of our new letterbox regimen, we wanna
Yes.
plug our
Oh,
views. So how many stars out of 5 would you give Coraline?
It's a 5.
uh, oh,
This is
oh,
Ariq because
sorry.
he watched it, Kelvin. If you do watch it next week, we'll put your review in. This
Man,
is
I
for
watch it
Ariq.
together with him.
Oh, did you? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well,
You
we'll,
know, you
we'll
know,
average
technically,
we'll
yeah.
average the score. So if Ariq says 1, you say 5, we give 3.
What?
Does the math look right? I
uh,
don't know.
I
Basically, yeah,
uh,
individual,
you know what?
individual.
To be honest, I
I
can't like Letterbox only works in like decimals of point 0.5, so
yeah,
I'm gonna have to give it I have to
5.
give it a
Point
4,
five.
4 out of
Point
5.
5. Point
No,
5.
it's
Plus
not
another
good
point 5.
enough. It's almost there to point 0.5.
Plus
Technically, if I could
another
give a
point
specific,
5.
Kelvin, what
if I can
about
give
you?
it specifically, I'll give it like a
Alright,
4.2.
then I'll watch Jurassic Park and be like, it's
It's a
Wow,
great.
what
well,
is
well,
this?
to be honest, yeah, it's fine. To be
What
honest, it's
is
fine.
this?
I mean,
I
honestly
see.
speaking, Coraline has arguably a bit more story than there is Jurassic Park. 'Cause Jurassic Park is, ooh, dinosaurs came out. Oh no.
It's a smart story. I'm assuming Calvin give 5 out of 5,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Ariq is 4 out of 5, right? So
yeah.
that average to 4.5. Okay.
Oh, yeah, see?
Oh, it averaged to another 5.
No.
Simple math.
How loud am I typing right now? I don't know if it is.
I
No,
can't hear your
it's alright.
Okay,
clicking.
perfect.
Uh,
And what
yeah.
about Coda?
How about Coda, Vic?
Oh,
What?
Coda. Yeah, no, 4.5.
Okay,
Alright.
that's good. All right,
Now
Calvin.
that's just BS.
Really?
Go
How
to
is
the.
better than Coraline?
You know what? Technically, I did watch Coda before the Oscars too. I,
Yeah,
I actually did rewatch it, and I mean
Okay.
I do love it. Ariq, did you get emotional during the audition scene?
a bit. I
It's
didn't
so
cry,
good.
obviously,
She
but I
feel.
was like, I
Both times
felt it.
now. That is my favorite scene out of anything last year. The both sides now performance. So yeah,
No, yeah, we didn't. The it made me feel something, when the dad is like holding the Ruby's throat, I guess, when she's singing, kind of thing.
that's
Oh
the
yeah,
scene
yeah.
for it. Yeah,
Yeah,
That's the one where it's more emotional, in my opinion.
yeah, I'm like, oh,
Ooh,
damn.
I mean that plus the audition scene, like it's a double puncher.
Yeah, it's a double,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. It
double
is. It is.
whammy.
Double
Yeah,
emotional
double wham,
damage.
double wham hit your emotion.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All
So
right,
Ariq
yeah,
is
there you
4 out
go.
of 5,
That's
and I'll do 5 out of 5.
Well,
I
technically,
guess
we watched that one more thing, but I guess we'll discuss it with you.
yeah, we'll discuss one more thing, just real quick after Albert talked about his, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, yeah, yeah, because it's not really a movie. All right, so yeah, for me this week I watched, I guess with Ariq Coraline. Then I also watched just a few hours ago before the stream. Actually, I watched what year was it? Ex Machina,
Ex
Oh,
Machina.
Machina. Is it Machina? It
Ex
is.
Machina.
Machina.
Machina, yeah. 2014. I was 2016. Never
Ex
mind.
Machinima.
No, they're dead
Cinema.
now, Albert. But
Are
yeah,
they? Is the company gone?
I
to what
think
I know,
all the
there.
videos are taken down. I think, yeah. But
Oh
anyway,
damn.
what's with
Okay.
Ex Machina?
Oh yeah, so yeah, I watched that. Man, Oscar Isaac is in it, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, it's it's so philosophical. I feel like watching that movie. And I'm like, my brain is not to that higher level of thinking yet. Yeah, that and then the shots though in the movie, it's beautifully shot, that's for sure. And then what's the best thing about it is that I mean, like I feel like the CG, I guess they did for Alicia Vikander's like machine body kind of thing. That is so incredibly done. Oh my god. It blends in with the it feels like it's not CG. It's like it's there in real life kind of thing. That's what it feels like. So yeah, it's the CG is incredibly done. Like you know, you get to see like the little bits inside the wiring, and then like around those parts are also what's the name? See through, you know, and then like yeah, it just blends in with the environment so much that's like it's amazing. And I don't think the budget for Ex Machina is even that big. I feel like yeah, it's
It's not.
15 million.
It's an A24 film, so I don't think it's that big.
15 million dollars.
million
Is that a
dollar,
lot?
yeah. That's that's not a lot.
that's that's not that
For a
much.
whole
Yeah.
movie, yeah, for a whole movie, I know.
Yeah, and then of course, yeah, the performance by all the cast, they're really great. Yeah. Um,
Domhnall Gleeson,
the
isn't it, right?
who is it?
Domhnall Gleeson.
Donald Gleam. Who?
Domhnall Gleeson, redhead.
Oh, Dom. Oh, that's his. Oh, that's the actor's name.
I gotta say
Domhnall
redhead, and
Gleeson.
then you figure it out.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't really know who he is.
He's in a lot of stuff. He's
Yeah,
good.
he's like one of those
Uh,
seasoned.
He's in
let's
Star
see.
Wars. He's in Harry Potter.
He's in Star
Yeah,
Wars.
He's in
yeah,
About
he's in
Time.
the general. I forgot his name
General
is.
Oh,
Hux.
Yeah, yeah.
he's in Peter Rabbit. No, but yeah, yeah, the performance by all the actors and actresses here are all really great, and uh, the actor, the actress Sonoya Mizuno, who played Kyoko, yeah, she is nice, very nice. She doesn't say anything, but like, she's really attractive in that.
Good to know.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, that movie needs higher brain function.
Yeah, I haven't seen this in a while. It's been a long time.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know.
I would give Machina like
Akena.
a
Machina.
4. I would give it a 4 out of 5 for the letterbox right there. And
Okay.
then I watched another movie as well, which is I think just out like 1st or 2nd April, basically. The Bubble, the one we talked about I think few weeks ago. Yeah,
Yeah.
I watched The Bubble. I'm not, I'm hovering between a 2.5 or a 3,
It's bad.
honestly. It
I saw the. I wanted to watch it last night, and I saw the reviews, and I'm like, ooh, okay. I'm still gonna
yeah.
watch it just because of the cast, but I'm not gonna watch it right now because it was getting late.
Here's the thing about it, okay? I feel like you can see that the cast had fun what like doing the movie, but it just doesn't translate as well to the screen, I guess. Like we were expecting it to be more of like disaster artist style or like Tropic Thunder. Yeah, no, it's not as funny or anything close to those classics, I would say.
Classics.
modern modern mockumentary classics.
Huh.
Yeah. What else, what's there to talk about? Oh, we get to see there are some jokes like apparently James McAvoy is in the movie and he says he did the meme. Why are you running?
Why are you running? Why are you
That's a
running?
that's a meme.
I
Yeah,
mean,
there's like the Ugandan guy going like, "Why are you running?
Oh,
yeah.
Why are you running?"
I'm very unaware.
Like honestly, the bubble is like yeah, the story is bad. The story is just very meh. Ver- it's over the top, but I just don't think it's that funny. Maybe it's just not my type of jokes. Could be that.
Hmm.
Um, though I do have to say Pedro Pascal. He's like, I think one of his lines is like, "We we don't have solutions, but we do have drugs." Then they did drugs. Montage of doing drugs.
Okay.
Yeah,
and
it's such
then
a
and
cool
then they did
mindset.
like 2 TikTok dances.
Well, that
There you
is
go.
what happened during the pandemic, so that's at least
Yep.
accurate.
They did two TikTok dances, you know. If you ever want to see Pedro Pascal um doing backflips, there you go.
Yeah, this film is weirdly stacked. It's insane. Just
It's
looking
weird.
at the cast, and now I'm probably when you Daisy Ridley's there. I didn't even realize that. Okay.
Right, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Daisy Ridley is there for very little bits.
I heard someone told me Daisy Ridley's scenes, and I was like, okay,
It's
I'll
weird.
look
It's
forward to
weird. It's
it.
weird.
Okay.
Yeah, it's weird. You just kind of go with it, I guess. But yeah, no, the whole premise of the bubble is like, yeah, maybe it could be just me as well, like putting too much expectation of it because that time we're talking about it, could be like Tropic Thunder. Apparently, it's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, and I don't know. I also haven't watched much of like Jude, Jude Apatow's movie.
Judd Apatow.
Judd. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't watched like 40-Year-Old Virgin or anything like that.
Mm,
All right, and his daughter is in the movie, Iris Apatow.
that's right.
Yeah,
He got like two daughters, like Maud Apatow and Iris.
yeah. All right, yeah. There's a whole scene of what's his name? Some weird deep fake with Benedict Cumberbatch.
Wasn't that the trailer? I can't remember.
I don't know if it's in the trailer, but some weird scenes with Benedict Cumberbatch. But yeah, that's basically the bubble. So I don't know. I'm thinking over if it's 2.5 or a 3, but the more I think about it, I think it's a 2.5. There's still some funny moments at least. I still
Right.
laugh at least at some moments. So yeah, that's basically what I watched this week. How about Albert?
So I'll start. I want to end the weekly watches with Morbius. Because why not? Um, so let's see. What film did I watch? Um,
Okay.
Apart from Morbius.
Yeah.
okay. I know.
Morbius.
I know.
Morbius is
I know
icing.
weekly. I know weekly watches is usually just this past week, but I want to since we didn't do one last week, I want to
Mhm.
stretch
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
Saturday of last week just a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair
Because I
enough. Yeah.
saw I
Fair
saw
enough.
this with a friend of mine. I
Okay.
saw The Lost City.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we talked about it. It's the new 2022 film starring Channing Tatum and Sandra Bullock.
Okay.
It's a fun film. It's like an adventure rom-com. So what it is about, if you're not familiar, is that Sandra Bullock is like a romance novelist kind of thing. But she used to study like uh what's the word? She used to study like ancient languages and like history stuff like that basically, and that doesn't go successful, so she become a romance novelist, but like an adventure romance novelist. So she put like cryptography stuff in the novel, and it happens to be that some of her stuff is like accurate, and there is this maniac psycho billionaire played by Daniel Radcliffe who who saw that and is like, you know what? I'm gonna kidnap you so you can do my dirty work and you can decrypt this code and find this treasure for me. So he kidnaps Sandra Bullock's character. Um, in the meantime, the mascot of her novel, which is played by Channing Tatum, who's playing like this male hunk kind of character, like the mascot of the book. He's trying to prove himself that he's more than just a model, that he can do stuff, and he's because people think he's just like dumb and everything. So he want to prove himself. So he decides to go on he decides to go and try to save Sandra Bullock's character in this jungle. So it's like an adventure romance story of Channing Tatum and Sandra Bullock trying to escape the jungle while Daniel Radcliffe is chasing them while they're also trying to find the treasure. It's it's it it's kind of fun. There are worse stuff that has come out. This one is at least it's fun. It's written well. I like that sort of Channing Tatum's character is sort of like the damsel in distress in a way kind of thing instead of Sandra Bullock. You can tell that they shot on location, which is good instead of just green screen.
That's true.
Uh, they're a weird. You don't think them as like a duo because like they're such a weird pairing, but they work well as a comedic duo. They're really funny. There are really great moments. Daniel Radcliffe is great, but the star of the show is uh, Brad Pitt. He's in it. I wish they didn't show him in the trailer, but they did. But he's in it for a bit, and he is incredible in every moment. He's like he steals every single fucking scene. Um, but yeah, that's the Lost City. I don't know. Did you guys heard about this?
No, I don't know
I
anything about.
completely forgot about it.
Yeah, I don't know anything about this.
Fair.
So this is what Uncharted rom-com.
Uncharted rom-com.
Yeah, Uncharted is a better adventure film. This is a better comedy, a better
Okay.
overall.
Overall.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really understandable.
Oh, right. I think I saw one of the poster for the Lost City, but as I was just scrolling past it quickly, I thought it has something to do with Dora.
You're not fair. The poster looks a lot like Dora's poster.
Doesn't help that Sandra Bullock is also wearing purple.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you want an original story, because it's not based on it's not based on an IP, so at least it's original. If you want to seek it out, I kind of recommend it. It's not that bad.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Another one that I watched. This was from 2021, and I don't want to talk too much about this, but this is just an interesting premise. It's set during the COVID lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
Star Sandra Bullock and Chiwetel Ejiofor in the midst of the lockdown in London, and they're like this married couple who split up during the pandemic, and they're stuck together because they are in the pandemic and they cannot leave.
Mm.
And the premise is interesting, right? Like this kind of thing, because
Yeah.
I don't know why this kind of premise of like stuck in the like I guess with the bubble, like stuck in a COVID. For some reason, it intrigues me because I want to see what they could do with it. And there's also Ben Kingsley. There is Ben Stiller, Katie Leung. There is
Ooh.
Lucy Boynton from Sing Street as well. Like it's
Ooh.
a good cast directed by Doug Lyman, but the film is shit.
Oh.
It's
Just straight
it's
up,
like
no, it's
the
bad.
premise is interesting, but like it's the script is all over the place. In like the description, if you Google it, they say it's a heist film. The heist happened in the last 20 minutes of the film.
Okay.
And it's just there's something really off with the script, with the directing. Like the story is kind of all over the place. It's just them like all very upset about COVID. Like, oh, I'm pissed off about being in the pandemic. Oh, I'm getting fired. This is ridiculous. Oh, I don't know what to do with my life. It's like it's just very. It's not even like relatable because it's like super messy and like it's just all over.
Yeah.
It's just very.
Is it
Yeah.
like they try to put all like everyone's trouble with the pandemic into like each character kind of thing and put it in one movie?
Sort
Is
of,
that
but
what
the
it
thing
feels
is,
like?
you're only following two people.
Oh,
Like I mentioned the list of the cast. Each of them
Yeah.
probably only appear, aside from Anne Hathaway and Chiwetel Ejiofor, each of them probably only appear for like 2 minutes in the whole film.
oh, okay.
So yeah, it's messy. I don't know what as well. There is something really weird with the chemistry with Chiwetel and Anne Hathaway. Like they definitely have chemistry, but the chemistry doesn't seem right. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's their acting styles because Anne Hathaway kind of acts a little bit over the top, in
Yeah.
her ways. But that's like her thing. And Chiwetel is like very stoic kind of thing. So I don't know. Maybe it's that. But yeah, it's kind of a disappointing film. I was like, okay, the premise is cool, but this film is not the best. So yeah. So
Well,
that's locked down. It's on Netflix. I'll give it a
Oh,
2 out of
okay.
5. 2 out of 5 stars because of it.
Two out of damn.
all right.
Yeah.
Anne Hathaway though, she's nice.
Hathaway is good. Yeah. I was like, I saw the cast and I saw Katie Leung. I was like, yeah, let's go. She's in it for
Not
like
Anne Hathaway.
maybe
Okay.
for 1 minute. She got fired. I'm sorry. She like the spoiler. She got fired literally. That's the whole only scene. That's the only reason for her to be there. She's like, hey,
You're fired.
I think her name's like Natasha or something. She's like, hey, Natasha, you're fired. And then she leaves the Zoom call.
Is it at least Trump that fire her? You're fired.
It's Anne Hathaway. It's Anne Hathaway who fired her. Yeah.
Oh. Well,
But
are you
yeah,
going to talk about the best movie of
The
possibly
best
this year,
movie,
Albert?
yeah, of this year that none of us drafted.
man, I just realized that these three films that I watch are like all shitty films. I'm sad now.
Mm. Hmm. Yeah, me and Calvin watch good films. Yeah,
Yeah.
good
Yeah,
The
good
Calvin,
horror
tables
Calvin,
have
films.
Calvin,
turned.
Whatever.
Calvin watched the bubble.
Yeah, watch the bubble. Wasn't that
Was an
bad?
okay movie.
Well, it's
Yeah, I
better than
saw
Morbius still.
I saw Morbius. Um,
Uh,
If anyone else in the chat that already watched Morbius as well, chime in with your thoughts. I guess we are not
yeah,
going to make a
yeah.
segment out of this movie.
wait, we're not doing month BS. I thought we're doing month BS.
Are we
We're
doing
not.
One Piece?
We're not. We are not doing that. PUBG.
Okay.
All right, Bert,
Uh,
share your thoughts on Morbius.
this is one of the laziest written films, or I mean, comic book films or films in general in the past year, in the past, I don't know, past 10 years. It's bad. This is like literally bad mid 2000s comic,
What?
like those like mid 2000s like Elektra kind of thing,
Yeah,
Right,
where
right.
yeah,
like, they
yeah.
just don't care. It's like just the IP and people don't care about the story. It's disgusting. Like at this point, I don't even care if the film have good visuals, comic book film have good visuals, because I can find that in every other comic book films right now
Yep,
Yeah, that's true.
that
that is
exists.
true.
So I don't give a shit if you do something phenomenal with the visuals. But the story is just like the laziest written thing. Like I've described this already, but like it's literally like all the character development or the character motivation are are basically done. The reasoning behind it is like just cause. Like Morbius, uh, okay, why do you decide to do the cure for this? Just cause, just because we can do it. Why not? All right, Morbius, why do you want to do good? Just cause, no particular reason. The villain played by Matt Smith. Hey, Matt Smith, why do you decide to kill people? No, just cause I can, because I'm no vampire. Just cause. Oh, why do you decide to kill Morbius? Just cause. Why do you decide not to kill Morbius? Well, just cause. It's like literally all the reasoning is like fucking bullshit. They don't have a deep. It's just literally laziest reasoning, and like it's the story feels weird because it feels like every other page of the script got ripped off and got thrown in the trash, and no one realized it, and they still do the film anyway. I don't know if that was the editing that they decide in the post that they decide to cut off those scenes and it doesn't make sense with the story, or if the script is already like that to begin with, which is even worse. But it's like missing stuff. It's just I think that's the reasoning why the just cause is because it's like missing stuff in the script. And yeah, Jared Leto is fine. I think he might be possibly the best thing in this film, and I don't like Leto. I think this film solidifies that I don't really like Leto. But like he's like the best thing in this film. Matt Smith is fine in it. He's having fun, at least you can tell. So happy for him. He got cut from Star Wars, so at least now he's in this thing. Got the paycheck. Good for Matt Smith. Um, but yeah, the directing is bad. The story is not good. There is literally a particular, and I thought I was hallucinating when I see this when I listen to this in the theater, but there is a scene in the film where I was like, wow, that really reminds me of Batman Begins. And then the more the music happens, it's like, damn, this is literally Batman Begins. I don't know if I'm hallucinating or not. And I saw a review online, and it's literally the person who did the review. This film have the balls to rip off Batman Begins, and I was like, oh shit, they actually did rip off Batman Begins, and it's the exact same scene as in Batman Begins when Bruce Wayne is covered by bats, his Morbius covered by bats, and then the music swell up, and then it's the same exact scene, the exact
They
same sound. I don't know
they
what
thought
they're
no one
doing.
would. They thought no one would notice, Bert.
Yeah,
Yeah, like it's not, people have borrowed score before and like make adjustments, like that happens in films, but they're not
mhm.
making adjustments. This is like straight up copying, and it's not, and usually when that happens, like maybe like the composers involved, Hans Zimmer and not Howard's not nowhere close to this film, and yet they did it. It's insane that they did that.
That's true.
But yeah,
That
this
is
film
true.
this one was just bad. The third act is, there's stuff that happened in the third act that came out of nowhere. um Tyrese Gibson is in this film. He plays, you might know from the Fast and Furious series. He plays the straight man cop. He plays a serious guy. So that's wrong
Yeah,
casting already.
like he did in Fast and Furious. Definitely the serious guy. He's serious
Mhm.
about his comedy.
Yeah. Al Madrigal play his partner. He's supposed to play the comedic guy.
No,
Madrigal?
He
not.
tried. He make lots of jokes. None of them is funny.
Oh
So,
no!
so you know, and
Mirabel!
they're supposed to be cops who's trying to figure out this mystery of like, oh, who's killing all these people by sucking all their bloods. And well, they didn't really solve any mystery. They just go to crime scene. They're like, oh, dead people. All right, let's
So
solve this. They never
that
really solve
people tell
anything.
some jokes, try to solve, didn't solve anything. Is that what happened?
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah. And like they try to make every character interesting, but they fail. Like they literally cut out before they get interesting. Like Adria Arjona play like this other doctor in the film,
Mhm.
and like they couldn't figure out if they want to make her interesting or not to make her a love interest. So they decided to make her a love interest anyway, and there is like no clear reason why for it.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just like the writing is just a mess. Don't get me started on the post credit scene. If you want me to spoil the post credit scene, I can. But it's just it's the worst post credit scene I've ever seen in my life. So
From what
yeah,
I heard, yeah, I think everyone
yeah.
seems to agree with that. so,
it's
so,
the
so,
laziest post credit scene ever.
how would you rate all these movies that you watch, Albert? Just 3 movies.
Morbius is 1 out of 5. Lost City is
Oh,
three out
still
of
get a
five.
1, not even half. Okay.
Yeah, it's still a 1. Yeah, it's still a 1 because
Right, right, right.
because Matt Spett, Jared Leto, and yeah,
Okay.
there's like some cool visuals, but everything else is like pure garbage. Uh, yeah, so 1 out of 5, and Lost City is 3 out of 5, and Lockdown I would give it a 2 out of 5.
Alright, yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Alright,
that's
damn.
all the movies we watched this week. And yeah, before we continue, we're just going to do me and Ariq. We watch the first
We,
2 episodes of the Halo series on
yeah, I
Oh,
think
Paramount
did
Plus.
you?
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
we
we
watched
mentioned
it.
this. Like, I did say I wanted to watch this series, regardless of how bad or good it will be.
Yep.
But Kelvin just like tagged along, so well, he's
Yeah,
there.
pretty much. Might as well, right?
Yeah, so
So
might as
here,
well just discuss it. Yeah,
we're
go
going
on,
to
go.
talk about it like really quick. Honestly, not much
Mhm.
to
Mm.
talk about. First
To be honest, I
episode
still
was
yeah.
actually really promising.
It's true.
First
It started
episode was really
very
promising.
strong.
Yeah.
Uh,
Action wise, the action sequence that we get, it's really cool. Quite cool, honestly. Like seeing the aliens, or as they're called, the Covenants there, and
Covenant,
we get
yeah,
to see the Spartans in action, and see how strong the Covenants are, I guess, against the rebels. So it's really cool. And then
yeah.
Spartans goes in.
Yeah, what took me off, but also made me like more impressed is how violent it was. It was I think at that point it was rated 18 because we saw like dismemberments and shit like that.
It is
So
true,
like
yeah,
yeah, so that was like
Hmm.
pretty brutal. Which if you're familiar with the Halo games, it's not like rated 18. The games are more like
yeah.
PG.
Halo is pretty damn PG.
Yeah, the game Halo is pretty PG, so this was like very brutal. So I was like, damn, that's cool. I like that. And to be honest, like they got a lot of those details, the lore stuff, kind of correct. Like the
Yeah,
whole like the first episode was just like pretty solid, pretty fun.
pretty. It's
Albeit
a
there were
good.
a
It's
bit
a
of weird VFX stuff in it.
Yeah, like I think I don't know. Is it confirmed or not that I don't know if it's confirmed or not that they have like how many million, how many per
I
episode,
heard they got 10 million per episode
which is like a lot of money for one episode. And
for one
then
episode. Yeah.
if it's true at least, and then like in
Yeah.
one scene, and like every other CG, or the effects is like it's all like nicely done, at least like we wouldn't think about it. But then there's
Yeah.
this one CG of an assault rifle
Like
getting
it was
thrown to the
dropped.
ground. The
Yeah.
drop to the ground. It's so bad.
It was so obvious, like even though they showed it for like half a second or less, we noticed
Yeah.
it immediately.
Yeah,
Just
it's
like
so
what?
bad that 1 second or less than that, we just remember that so much.
Wow.
Yeah.
Actually, I wanted to I know I wanted to mention. I remember seeing another scene where the elite, the one of the Covenant, got his head blown up by one of the
Yeah.
other Spartans.
Hmm.
Like the gun she picked up, like for some reason in one shot, it was not colored at all. It was like the wooden cutout of the
What?
gun,
Really?
but it's not
Okay.
colored in, so it's all like grayish, brownish.
How are they doing with all that money?
Yeah,
Is
it's
it
like
all
ten
spent on the
million dollars,
costume?
but where does it go?
It's all spent on the costume, bro.
Damn.
Yeah,
But yeah,
and
first episode was honestly quite promising, for what a Halo series could
yeah,
be.
the only biggest
Yeah.
disappointment is when Master Chief did that. Took off
Yeah,
his
Master
helmet.
Chief in the game, he never took off his helmet, but this time he took off his helmet at the end of the episode, which,
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
we're
like, I
just like,
guess for a series, I'm like, sure, why not? The
yeah, it's a
problem is,
non-canonical series. I guess fine, but it's just
yeah, no, the
just
problem
weird.
is a second episode where we just
Oh,
hate it.
oh, the second
Like,
episode was horrible.
in that 40 minutes, you wouldn't know you're watching Halo series at all. He only put on the helmet, that iconic helmet, for a total of probably 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Oh my.
Like every
And it
other
gets
scene
even.
is just him like holding the helmet by his side.
Yeah, it's
Like,
like he's
what
just
on?
doing this everywhere. Just like it's so uncomfortable, dude. Can free up one hand by leaving
Yeah,
it on.
doesn't help that, like, in most of those shots, he's not like, the actor is not even emoting that much, so he can
Mm,
put on the helmet and we still get the same effect.
Arguably better because
Yeah,
it's the Master
yeah,
Chief. You see, that's what
and
you're
even
seeing.
at like one point of the second episode, it's like he's already not wearing the helmet. Then he's told to take off the whole armor. I'm like, what is
That
this?
like we were watching with like with our other friends as well when. We're very familiar with the Halo, like game series,
Yeah,
right? So when he took off the armor, like, oh my god, no, he just took off his armor. Oh my god, oh my god.
it's like at that point we're like, is this Halo or is this Mass Effect? He looks more like Mass Effect, like
It,
Shepard, than
It
Halo.
looks more like generic sci-fi TV series number 4 or something.
Yep, not one, four.
Not one, 4, because it's so generic looking. And there's not a single action scene in this
Yeah,
episode
he's
as
mostly
well.
just talking and
Ap-
setups. Probably
Wow.
Apart from
just
that one time where a guy pulled up with the forklift, and then Master Chief just
yeah. Okay, for
I have no
context.
context.
Okay, for context here, the Spartans are like, how would you describe it? Like
they're super
a
soldiers
super
that are
soldier.
made by the government, right? And
Yeah,
they're
super
in the
soldier.
outer like rim of the galaxy where people don't like the
Mm-hmm.
government. So
Yeah.
like when he appeared in one of these colonies, a lot of people were like, they didn't like him and they tried to block him with a forklift. And they're like laughing like, "Ha ha, we got you." And then suddenly
He just moves it casually with one arm. I'm like,
yeah, just like
the thing is, the forklift is not even like trying to hit him. No, it just slowly back it
yeah,
up, and then like
stops in
stops right
front
in
of
front
him.
of him. And then they all
And they were
start
cheering.
slapping like, "Haha, we did it,
Yeah,
guys! We did it, boys!"
we did it, we got him. It's the dumbest scene ever.
Yeah. So yeah. No, we don't want to talk too much about it. I guess no.
Yeah, but all we
I
were
guess
saying, like,
every
so
two
far it's
episodes we'll come back on the weekly watches just to talk
yeah.
about it a
I should
little
mention
bit
here, Sam acts. I think this is for what the Halo. Yeah, is all episodes out already? No, it's coming out every week,
per week.
once a
Yeah.
week.
I
So
thought
I will
I thought
actually.
Amazon. I thought Amazon does
That's
like
not
all at
Amazon. It's
But
once.
this
Paramount.
Paramount Plus, right?
Paramount.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah, it's Paramount Plus. Yeah, so I personally will be watching it in tandem with Moon Knight. I'm not sure
Yeah, that's
Kelvin.
good.
Maybe Kelvin might
Uh-huh.
tag
I'll
along.
tag along. I'll tag along. Might as well.
Yeah.
I'm already in episode 2.
Yeah, so we'll just talk about it in the weekly watches.
Wow.
Honestly, so far I do not recommend
I do not recommend either.
because it's
Maybe one
each episode is also
episode.
like 1 hour long, so it's like very
Yeah.
long. It's a long watch. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah,
Yeah. So
that's all we gotta say.
basically, that is it for our weekly watches. Yeah, that was a long one.
Yay! That was a long. That was longer than
I
expected.
mean, it's bottled up
Watch.
from last week where we didn't get a chance to talk about any of the movies.
Yeah, that's
Fair.
true.
Also, I was struggling to log stuff, but I got it all covered. I
Nice.
logged it.
Thank you, Albert. So yeah,
Thank
check
you,
out
Albert.
our letterbox to see all the weekly
By the way,
watches and
you know,
stuff.
I just found out something when I was logging the letterbox. You want to know something?
What is
What?
it?
Kelvin haven't locked the bubble. How dare you?
Yeah,
Can
I
you
know.
talk
I
about it
haven't
on the
locked the
show?
bubble. I haven't locked the bubble in Ex Machina because Ex Machina was like literally before the show started, and
Oh.
the bubble I wasn't sure if I want to give it 3 or 2.5.
That's fair. I was just messing with you. So yeah.
Cyberbully. But yeah, all right, yeah. Let's move on to the next topic, which is the Oscars. Are wilding, man. But yeah, I
the
mean,
the
What?
Oscars.
the Oscars. I'm pretty
Oscar.
sure we all saw what happened in the Oscars. Yeah, the and to be fair, what Will Smith did to Chris Rock did increase the ratings or the viewership at least for the Oscars. To be
Mm.
fair, and they were trying to do that. They were trying to increase the viewership.
Yeah, talking about which, this year's Oscar, they're trying to cut down the runtime, right? Because
Cut it down by like 20 minutes, I think.
yeah, they trying to cut down the runtime by like cutting down the awards. We talked about this. Like, I think it's a
Hmm.
shit move that they did this. They cut down all the awards recipient, such as like Hans Zimmer winning his second Oscar ever after Lion King. Now he won it for Dune, but we didn't get to see it. And he didn't even attend the ceremony because they got cut, and he's probably like, "Fuck this shit, I'm not coming."
Yeah,
It's
why
like,
would he even come if that's the case, you know?
exactly. So they did that, and it still ran longer than last year. So great
Is
job.
it longer?
It
It's
ran
still
longer
longer?
than last year. Yeah.
Oh, what? I thought it
Yeah,
was
because
shorter
they
than
had
20
they had
minutes.
three
Never mind.
hosts. They had three hosts, so obviously each of them have to do their own monologue. They
That's true.
have they put in an
They put in a what?
I watched the full Oscars, right? I don't think you guys
Yeah.
did.
No.
They had an advertisement for the Oscar Academy, like the Academy Award Museum, not the
Okay.
Oscar Academy, Academy Award Museum, which is like they have a museum for like all the memorabilia of like film and Oscars.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was like a whole 5 minutes that they take up, which is very unnecessary, because they do like one of the hosts. Oh my God, what am I'm blanking on her name? Who the Wanda
Amy
Sykes.
Schumer.
Wanda
Oh.
Sykes. No, Wanda Sykes is like making a comedy bit of like going into the museum, and like honestly, they could just cut that. It's not necessary. I guess they want to get money, but like people who want to go to the museum would already be going there. No one are tuning into the Oscars to go to the museum.
That
Is
is
my
true.
logic. So they did that. They butcher Bruno. They promote they promote that they're gonna do the first live action performance of We Don't Talk About Bruno, which was hype. People are excited about it. They performed it only like the first verse. They didn't even get to the chorus,
Oh,
and
what?
then
Really?
Megan. You haven't seen it?
No, I haven't seen it.
After the show, check it out. They had the guy from Despacito come in. They got Megan the Stallion. They got Becky G, and they remixed the song to make it Oscar related, and it's bad. It's bad. It did not. It was like they literally promoted like watch the first performance of Bruno in live action, and they did it like for the first couple of lines, and then they remixed it. I was like, oh, what is this? This is not good. So yeah, they had a lot of choices that they did, um, that didn't really pan out for the whole runtime of everything. Literally, everything people talk about is the slap, which
Yeah.
overlooked the awards and stuff, which is sad.
Feels bad though, honestly. The slap really overshadowed everything else that
Mhm.
happens in the Oscar. Like, even the slap
Especially
overshadowed Will Smith winning Best Actor.
especially for Questlove, which because the slap happened right as Chris Rock was presenting Best Documentary Feature. So
Mhm.
after the slap happened and after he started yelling, Chris Rock still have to present it, which he
Yeah.
did, and he gave it to Questlove for winning Summer of Soul. And like I'm pretty sure everyone, including myself, in the audience in the Oscar ceremony itself, were probably not even paying attention of what the speech was that Questlove was saying.
Yeah.
Even though it's a really good speech, I highly recommend if you check it out. But people were probably like processing of what the hell just happened.
Yeah,
So
very much.
yeah,
So yeah, feels bad honestly for that. Uh, yeah.
but yeah. Should we run down some of the winners from, and if you have any thoughts on it?
Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, Dune was nominated for 10 Oscars. It ended up winning 6, including film editing, visual effects, cinematography, best sound, best original score, which was Zimmer. Um, is that 6? I
Close.
believe that's all the 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it won all the technical stuff. Not a
Basically,
big.
yeah.
That doesn't seem surprise.
Basically.
Does that surprise any of you guys? No.
No,
No.
not at
No.
all.
No.
Not at all. Technically, they are really good. It's just,
Yeah.
it's very the movie itself is very slow.
Yeah.
I find quite boring.
Fair.
Yeah.
Best costume design goes to Cruella.
I mean, of
Not
course, right?
not a surprise. I think we
It's
talked.
Yeah.
Did we have
in
costume design in our awards?
What is it?
They do, right?
Did we have costume design when we talk about the best films 2021? Did we do that? I don't
I
remember
don't
if we did.
think we did.
Mm.
I don't think
We
we
don't.
did.
I don't
Yeah,
think
no.
we did. But if we did, we probably would have given it to Cruella.
I mean, Cruella, it's about fashion. If they don't win the costume design, man, come on.
yeah.
Yeah.
The Eyes of Tammy Faye got nominated for 2 and it took home 2. They won best makeup and hairstyling, which I think I agree. I think they did a pretty good job in there. And Jessica Chastain won her first Oscar for
Ooh.
playing Tammy Faye in The Eyes of Tammy Faye. So good for Jessica Chastain. She's been
Yeah.
nominated a couple of times, so this is her first win. Let's see. No Time to Die won Best Original Song, so Billie Eilish won the Oscar.
Yep.
Lin-Manuel Miranda once again failed to get an EGOT for this film. He could. It
EGOT?
would have.
What's
EGOT is Emmy, Grammy,
Oh.
Oscar, and Tony.
Oh, damn.
Lin have everything except for the Oscar part.
Damn.
So
So close.
he's chasing that. He's been chasing it since Moana, man.
Moana, yeah,
Like
obviously.
almost every year, he's all got nominated for like a song or something, and then he fails every single year.
Damn. Feels bad. And yeah. And Kanto won Best Animated though.
And
Yeah.
Kanto did one Best Animated.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Drive My Car as well for.
But
international
Lin
feature.
didn't get an Oscar for animated, so because he's not a
Mhm.
producer, it's only so yeah.
Drive My Car won international film. Will
Mhm.
Smith, the best actor. Well, yeah,
For-
best actor
for-
for was
for
it King Richard?
King
Richard.
Richard.
Yeah. Still
I
haven't
believe
watched
that's
that
the
film.
only award that film took home.
Yeah,
yeah.
it is. It is.
Uh,
Coda won 2, best adapted screenplay and best picture.
three.
Oh, 3. One more. What's the other?
Troy Kotzer, Best Supporting Actor.
Oh right, Roy Kotzer. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah. Best supporting.
It got nominated for 3. It took home all 3. So good for Coda.
Mhm.
Let's go.
Good for Coda.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta do that. Gotta do the sign.
Can't do it. My fingers are too fat.
Wait, you cannot do this.
Sort of. Not the best.
Well,
Yeah.
you can still do I love you. This is I really love you.
Oh,
So you can still do I
No.
love you.
Not really.
No, what my favorite part of the ceremony for the best supporting actor is that the presenter is last year's winner of best supporting actress, right? I
Mhm.
forget the name, but she won for Minari. And let me just get the name right because I wanna say it.
Her
What's her
name
name?
is
Yeon
Jung.
Yeon
Yoon
Yu
Yoo-jung.
Jung, yeah,
Yeah.
Korean actress, South Korean actress. She presented, and like as soon as you see the name, she signed his name first. Then she said Troy Kotzer, so that Troy Kotzer knows.
Oh,
that's
neat.
yeah,
That's very neat.
that's so sweet. I love
Yeah,
that so much that she
yeah,
signed the
that's
name after she said it. Signed the name. I was like,
Oh.
oh, that is so cool. So yeah.
That is really cool. Yeah.
But yeah, Kenneth Branagh won his first Oscar for Best Original Screenplay for Belfast. Ariana DeBose won Best Supporting Actress for West Side Story, playing Anita. Ariana DeBose became the first Hamilton cast member to win an Oscar, not Lin-Manuel Miranda. So Ariana DeBose wins it. Anita is also the third character to be two people have won the Oscar for playing Anita in West Side Story. The first one
Okay.
was Rita Moreno in the original one. She won this time. There is 2 other characters that has won an Oscar. Do you guys know what the other 2 characters are?
No. From West Side Story, right? I haven't
No,
watched West Side
not from
Story.
West Side Story. In Oscar history, there are 2 characters that have been portrayed by different people that have won Oscars. One of them is supporting actor from 2009 and 2018. Ariq just
no
watched
idea.
it 2 weeks ago.
2
What?
weeks ago. What?
What did you watch 2 weeks ago, Ariq?
What? Adam Project? That's the last time I remembered something.
Super villain.
Samuel Jackson?
Super villain.
No idea.
Batman.
Villain. Oh.
Pattinson?
No, Joker.
Oh,
Joker.
Joker.
Oh.
Joaquin
It was more than
Phoenix
2 weeks
won in
ago.
2018, and
right.
and Heath Ledger won. I thought it was 2 weeks ago, and Heath Ledger won in 2009. So that's the character, and the other one is Don Corleone from The Godfather. So yeah, those are the only 3 characters that have 2 different actors, because Marlon Brando and Robert De Niro won it. So yeah,
Nice. All right, yeah.
And
So,
Jane Campion won Power of the Dog Best Director. This is the first film since The Graduate 1960 where
oh, you
they
watched
only
that,
win
did you?
Best Director and nothing else. Because usually when you win Best Director, the other categories they win as well.
Yeah,
But this is the first time since 1960 where it only won Best Director and nothing else, which is crazy.
yeah.
So yeah,
All right, yeah. So, think is that it for all the Oscar stuff? I don't think.
I think
Uh,
so. Did you watch anything from like clips and everything?
uh
Sadly, no.
I watch a
Fair,
little bits here and there, but that's about it.
fair.
It's
I think
just
go ahead.
everything is just a slap at the pier.
Yeah, the slapstick's
We
getting
probably can
mean. That's
address
it.
this though. Will Smith yesterday he resigned from the academy. I don't know if he's
Oh,
told to
he did?
step down, or I don't know if the academy told him to step down or he like consciously resigned. I think it's probably the academy asked him to step down, but he
Probably, yeah.
says that he resigned. But basically, what happens is now he cannot vote. He's still part of the academy. He's still eligible for winning awards. He's still eligible for nomination. He's just not allowed to vote anymore for the academy
Ah,
awards. So
I
yeah.
see. All right.
Any thoughts
Yeah.
on that?
Not really, I guess. I don't have I don't have much thoughts on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Pretty much that is all that happened in the Oscars. So yeah. So now, after talking about the Oscars, now let's talk about the potential best animated movie of this year. Minions 2 trailer featuring, the best artist.
Minion.
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 No, yeah, Eminem song in the so yeah, Minions 2 trailer. Let's talk about it.
Minons. Mm-hmm.
Eminons.
Mhm.
Minons, yeah,
uh
so.
yeah, the first thing that me and Ariq noticed is that wow, they're using they're using Eminem's song for this. Don't lose yourself. All right.
Yeah.
Wasn't expecting that at all.
It's such a badass, like, epic song, and they used it for, like, a kid's cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
um then again, the Minions 2 trailer that basically shows the whole movie. They even show the last
No, it
fight.
doesn't. Okay, I'm gonna disagree because I have no idea what's going on in the trailer. The trailer is batshit insane. I
I
have
mean,
no clue what's happening.
It's not that we know what's going on, but we just know, like, what's going to happen more or less, because they just keep. It seems like they showed the last act in the whole.
Can you
here's the thing.
describe the last act for me based on what you saw?
Everyone
Because
became
I don't
monsters,
understand
Albert.
anything in
Every,
the trailer. There is so much
the
stuff
four
happening.
the four villains becomes monsters, and then they turn the minions, the original three minions, into what's that name? Furry version of themselves, and then they fight. And the minion seems, as the title suggests, they won.
Rise of Gru.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure what happened to the mini boss, to Mini Gru at the end, but you know,
Is Steve
probably the
Carell still voicing Baby
minions.
Gru? Oh, he is. Okay, that's
He
cool.
is. Oh, he is. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the minions are like saving Mini Gru or something like that. Yeah. Uh, as much as like this movie, mm, this it's a minions movie. It'll still probably be
I think it'll
at
make money.
least entertaining to watch. Yeah. What do you think, Rick?
I think this movie would be liked by someone who thinks Iron Man 2 is at number 13.
I wonder who that is. I
I
wonder
wonder, I
who that
wonder who that
is.
is.
I wonder who could it
Actually,
be.
he put this movie on. Is it still on?
Yeah, in
Did
the
it?
No, it's not. It's no
2021.
It's not.
longer on. It's on the 2021. Yeah.
Okay, it's on. He
Yeah,
finally
the
got it.
2021. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't know. It might actually be like low key entertaining. I don't expect it to be good. I just expect it to be, fun.
Yeah,
I think
pretty
it's going
much
to be
right.
pretty meh in terms of quality.
I mean, yeah. I mean, again, like the original was it the first Minions wasn't. It's just entertaining to watch. So
Yeah, it wasn't
I don't.
wasn't
I,
horrible.
exactly. Once in a while,
I don't
I don't.
remember the first one.
I don't mind. Once in a while, I don't mind not the best movie, but at least as long as it's entertaining, you know. Yeah. What do you think for of the trailer?
Like I told you, it's batshit insane. I don't understand really what's going on. It's kind of wild. It intrigues me because I don't understand anything. It's nuts. Um, but yeah, I mean, I guess it's Minion. Does Minion still have an audience? Like, does he have a fan base? Because I feel like it was a very mid 2010s kind of thing where lots of children grew up liking it. But like, those people, those kids probably grow up now and they probably have no interest in this.
It's not the
I was like,
kids.
We
yeah,
talked
It's not the
about it,
kids,
man.
Albert. It's their moms.
We
It's their
talked
moms on
about it.
Facebook.
Dude, Albert, we talked about this at one point. The whole demographic for Minions are kids and elderlies. No one in between.
Mm.
right. So
All
like,
right.
okay, so like the kids who do not grew up with the first Minions and Despicable Me because that was like early 2010s, mid
Yeah.
2010s. Do you think when they see this trailer they will be intrigued?
No, they wouldn't be intrigued as much. But then again, we are talking about kids. Even if they haven't watched
Fair.
the Despicable Me, they'll feel probably like, "Oh, Minions, cute. Mom, I want to watch."
Okay,
Mm.
You
fair.
know, they're
I don't
kids.
know. I just think at some point there is like what's the word for it? There's a saturation to it,
Yeah.
and I don't know if we're reaching it for Minions.
I mean, they're
But
still
maybe not.
getting
Maybe
like,
maybe I could be proven wrong. Maybe it will because I think like either Minions or Despicable Me like break box office numbers. Like it was really good. I forget which. I feel like one of them did. So maybe I'm wrong. This one will break box office numbers.
I mean, I don't know. I just don't think that Minions will die. The love for Minions wouldn't die out, you know.
Fair.
Like newer kids without watching the original would still like it. I mean, they're
Fair.
still having collabs with McDonald's in Japan at least.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
working, yeah.
looking at the cast and it's insane.
Yeah, I haven't checked the
Like
cast yet.
like we know
Who's the
there's Steve
notable
Carell.
one?
We know there's Steve Carell, right? And we know the
Yeah.
Pierre Calvin who voiced Kevin, Stuart, Bob, and the rest of the minions. But there's also Taraji P. Henson. Okay, that's fine. Michelle Yeoh, that's cool.
Ooh,
John
show
Claude
you.
Van Damme
What?
Oh
is
my
in there.
god.
John Claude Van Damme.
Van
We got
Damme.
Alright.
we got Lucy Lawless. We got
Okay.
Dolph Lundgren from
Oh, him from the other
Action
guy
Oh
Action
from
yeah,
Star.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's in Broforce.
We got Machete.
Expendables, yeah.
Danny Trejo is in here.
Danny
Danny
Trejo.
Trejo.
And I forgot Russell Brand voiced Dr. Nefario, which is like the Gru's friend, the
Yeah,
old
yeah.
scientist dude.
Yeah,
That's
Russell
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
Russell
Brand.
Brand. That's weird. Julie
That's a
Andrews
name
is
I
in
haven't
here,
heard.
which is Gru's mom. But yeah, that's like the main cast. Alan Arkin is here too. So yeah, that's wild.
This is wild. Yeah, this is wild casting.
For a kids cast, this is like all badass. Imagine like the most kids movie you could think of, but the voice casts are all of the Expendables. This is
They
what
are all the Expendables. You
No,
get
the
Sylvester
weirdest one out
Stallone
of
and
all of this is still seeing Danny Trejo.
Danny Trejo.
Trejo is a star, bro. I don't know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
I'm not. Never once in my life I would expect to see him in Minions. You know. Yeah.
The stacked cast there.
It will only make it better if he's actually playing Machete. Because like
Yeah,
he's
that's true.
played that role in so many different franchises. It's so weird. Like
That is true. That
he
is
played
true.
Machete in the Muppets films. So
Oh no, KD
Did
Lee
he
just came
actually?
up with
Wait, he did.
MCU.
Wait, there was a Muppet Machete.
Huh?
he is in the Muppets Most Wanted, and because like there is
Okay.
like he's supposed to be like in prison, and like in one of the scenes they're like they mention all the prisoners' name and like all right Bob go to bed, all right Sam go to bed, Machete go to bed. They just like and then they keep on moving on. They just keep mentioning the name. I was like, whoa, did they just say Machete? Like he literally just play it. It's the same character in the Muppets film. So yeah, from the Spy Kids to everywhere else.
All right. Yeah, Danny Trejo. There you go.
Yeah, this
We were
film
laughing at this. I bet it's going to be great, and we were laughing. We're
this
gonna lose.
this film is coming out in July 1st, 2022. It have no competition right now. Uh,
Yeah.
no
Man.
films coming out that week. Thor: Love and
Is-
Thunder is coming out July 8th,
Oh,
which is
okay.
following week.
Yeah.
But
Man,
nothing
they
is coming
choose the
out.
perfect time for it to come out.
Yeah, no competition. It's gonna do
week-
No
well.
competition. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the week
No,
before
that's
there's
a
Elvis, but
dude,
nothing else.
that's a thing with illuminations. Like, they don't make the best like movie, but they know how to pick a date. They know how to pick a date to maximize the profit. It's like in that week, I don't know what to watch. Minions too.
Menons.
Illumination.
Menons. We're gonna watch Menons.
Minions.
No, I
Mono-
hope let's see if they can recreate the happy song and make another pop hit that will be stuck in our ears for like 10 years.
Well, now they use Eminem, so
You think
Ah,
I don't
Eminem
think
will
that's
make an
possible.
original song for Minions?
yes.
Well,
Yes.
I hope so. I
Oh my
hope
They got
God.
all
so.
these
I
badass
want to see the
characters. Why
Minions
not have a
rapping.
badass rapper? Yeah, why not have a
Oh my
badass
God.
rapper?
I
You
want
know?
I want Eminem to be rapping about underwears and bananas, man.
Yeah.
That'll
At
be
the
that'll
same
be
rate at the same rate of Rap God or Godzilla,
yeah,
you know,
that's
what he
true.
was like.
Now that would be insane.
That would be cool. Oh,
Man.
Yeah.
he's
So
gonna
after
regret
watching
not
the
putting
trailer
this
though,
in.
yeah, did anyone regret not choosing the minions too in
Oh,
year
I did.
No,
I did.
I didn't
I
2022?
did.
Right?
regret it.
I did. I should have picked this instead of turning red. God damn.
Wow.
Man, I should have picked this instead of the Flash.
I mean, the Flash.
Should
The
have-
Flash is postponed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. Yeah.
All right. Yeah,
So
Before we
yeah,
move
that's
on,
okay.
little trivia. This film was released just for fun, randomness. This film is released on a film festival called the Annecy International Animation Film Festival. Takes place in
Okay.
Annecy. Do you guys know what country the town of Annecy is in?
Somewhere in UK.
NSC.
Yeah. Do you know
Somewhere in
what town?
UK. It's
Okay.
somewhere in
Ariq,
Europe.
what's your guess?
Uh,
Well, Europe's not a
probably
country. That's very broad, Kelvin.
That's true. I'm trying to get the broad, narrow it down.
NSC.
Somewhere in UK.
UK.
Yeah, that's my guess
Uh,
at least.
somewhere in Canada. Not Canada, is it?
Don't tell me it's somewhere in Indonesia.
Oh god.
Annecy is in France.
Oh, alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
Videos movie in France.
Okay.
Why not? The previous Minions movie was in England though. Kelvin, maybe that's why Kelvin was thinking like that.
Was it in England? I don't even
Yeah,
remember. I
it
didn't
took place in
remember.
England. It took place in London.
Oh, did it now?
Damn.
Alright, so yeah, that's the Minions 2 trailer. And now let's move on to the next one that we
To a
have
movie
here.
that is actually on the goose list.
Yeah. Wait, is it on the Goose list?
It is. It is. It's on the third
Oh, yeah,
one.
yeah,
Number
yeah.
3.
Top Gun Maverick. Oh, there's Maverick. Is there?
It's
Is there
one.
an S?
It's a
No,
singular
it's one.
Maverick.
It's one.
Wait,
It's one person,
Sorry,
Damn it,
I only know
now we
the.
gotta redo the whole show. Oh my god.
I
It's
only know the
Maverick.
NBA
We gotta
team.
start. We gotta
Damn.
start from the beginning again.
The Mavericks,
See,
yeah, Maverick.
All right, so yeah, Top Gun Maverick trailer also dropped this week. I haven't watched the original Top Gun, and I feel like some of the um relationship, I guess, that's existing in this movie, I have to watch the previous movie. Maybe
Yes.
is that correct? Yeah,
Yes.
makes sense why I don't understand. Like, wait, who is this?
Yeah, it is a direct like not direct sequel, isn't it? Just like
Yeah.
much later.
It's a direct. It's like it's one of those films that is like sequel, take place 20 years later, kind of thing. That's happening.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like I was gonna make a comparison to like Rocky and Creed, but I guess that's a bit different.
In a way, yes.
In
In a
yeah,
way.
in a way, yeah. But
Wait,
this time it's
okay.
like Cruise character. He basically got called in for like some special
Wait, hold on.
mission.
Okay, before we keep discussing, can I just like help Cameron out a bit here? We changed our schedules, and I think it's a permanent to Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday.
So, yeah,
We're
just to
still
let you know.
yeah, we're still going to figure out if we'll keep it like more
Morning
US
or
morning time or night time. We'll figure it
yeah.
out. Yeah.
But it is on a Saturday now. Okay, okay. Just to
Yeah.
clear that up. Okay, go on with the Top Gun.
What was I saying just now? Oh yeah, it feels like Tom Cruise character is just kind of like called in. Oh yeah, we got a special mission for you and your team of Maverick. Is that what happened, Albert?
I think
Maverick is his
call
code
sign.
name. Is his call
Yeah,
Oh,
sign.
Maverick is his code name. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's okay.
I like how
Okay.
Calvin's trying to understand this without watching the first one.
You know, that's why I want to hear his thoughts first before we chime in. That's why I want to hear it first.
I don't remember what happened in the first one, so I'm basically on the same boat with Calvin.
What I remember, the one thing I keep hearing about from Top Gun is that the movie has a lot of testosterone or something like that. That's what I keep
Testosterone.
hearing.
You should
Yeah.
watch it.
I
You
think
should
there's a lot
watch
of
it.
bromance, isn't it? It's like more
Yeah.
bromance.
Yeah.
And also, Tom Cruise didn't run in the trailer, so I don't know how to feel about that. He didn't run in the trailer.
He's flying a plane. How do you run while flying a plane?
Well, maybe run to the plane.
Run to the
No,
plane.
it's an
jump
idea.
in.
It's like
Yeah, you
go,
know
go,
what?
go, just like
Tom Cruise, you're a disappointment. You should you should just quit acting. You didn't run.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what Calvin is
She
saying.
just
It's like you could have been like like everyone to your station, and like everyone's running, and then like remember like in Infinity War and Captain America and Black
yeah,
Panther just
they
faces everyone.
yeah,
Yeah,
face everyone.
Tom
Yeah.
Cruise from
Oh
all the
my
way at the back,
God.
just like running to his plane, outpacing everyone. Now that I want to watch. Just that scene on
Yeah.
repeat.
Yeah.
I think I think when it comes to Top Gun, the more iconic scenes is just it's actually not him running, but I think it's like him walking towards the camera with this other wingman, and then you have the aviators.
Yeah, that's a cool scene.
Walking is just slowed down running.
It's just slowed down running, yeah, but we didn't even see that in the trailer, so
He is just standing there. And
The thing
sitting.
about the original Top Gun that makes it so impressive is it was in the 80s, and I think they legit used like those fighter jets, and like
Oh.
they've never seen that in film before, where you actually use it and it's filmed that way, and like it's super impressive for the time, right? And like I think
Yeah.
now they're probably it's not
Using more
not
CG.
very new anymore. I still think they're
Yeah.
doing it for real, which is
all those
impressive still.
airplanes are actually flying out.
Which is
Oh.
because I think that's like the appeal of it. So if they're doing
Yeah.
it, that they'll still be great, but like it wouldn't be anything revolutionary like the time, it seems like. So they have
Yeah,
to really
that's
sell
true.
on the plot, which based on the film, I'm kind of interested with the plot because like, uh, wait, Calvin, are you done with your thoughts
It's
before
fine. Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. Yeah, go
So
ahead
yeah,
if you're done.
like Tom Cruise, like this, he was like the fighter pilot, right? And
Yeah.
I got should we spoil for Calvin?
No, it's fine.
Spoiler.
It's
I
not
don't
like
care.
I know.
I don't
It's
care.
fine. It's fine. Yeah.
So
I don't
his
mind as much.
partner, played by Anthony Edwards, Nick Goose Bradshaw. Goose is his
Oh,
call
Goose.
sign.
Yeah, I can remember that call sign. Yeah.
Goose is a cat.
He died in action, um, which is his partner, and it was like the big turning point of the film because it's like reckless and then with Goose dying, it's like a big turning point. And then in this film, it was revealed that Miles Teller's character is the son of Goose. So in that trailer, when that reveal, I was
Yeah.
like, oh. Sheesh, that is.
Yeah, I know.
that's
The
an
moment he
interesting
said like
character
you're
moment.
the son or something, I'm like, or was it, they mentioned
my
something
my
about, like,
father, my father,
yeah, my
something like
father.
that.
Yeah, I was like, this is very significant.
Yeah, I was
Honestly.
like, that is the moment in the trailer where I was like, oh, I'm hooked. This is interesting.
Okay,
He
so
looks
I
weird
would,
with a mustache. That thick. I'm just saying.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Anthony Edwards have a mustache in that film, so yeah.
Looks
So
weird.
Miles Teller doing that, like, okay, this should be an interesting dynamic because it was his best friend, Goose's best friend in Fallen Action, and maybe this Miles
Oh.
Teller's character is gonna be pissed off or something because his dad died in action. Yeah.
Miles Teller is ripped.
And
Yeah.
Air
He's
Force
been in a lot
training.
of action stuff. Yeah. Yeah, John Hamm
Yeah.
is in this. I think it's gonna be cool. I like Glenn Powell. I've seen him in like others. Top Gun is going to the Switch. You need to watch it. It's good.
Yeah, I probably should watch Top Gun Maverick Top Gun at one point, the original one.
Yeah.
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 Before
Wait,
it
I don't
comes
know,
out,
man.
that is.
What's
Never
Ariq,
been into airplanes.
you've seen it, right, Rick? The original?
Well, I don't remember much from it because at the time my dad was really into the movie and I did not know how to speak English. I didn't understand English. So, it's not like I understood anything. I just saw airplanes. Wow, that's so cool. I still think like that. The airplanes are cool.
No,
Fair.
airplanes are a curse.
They're just for you. But
But
yeah, no, honestly, yeah. Well, I'm only looking forward for the action because I did mention last week Guardians went on top in my
Because
list
of the-
because
yeah.
because of the airplane combat. I'm like, yeah, I definitely
Hmm.
want to see something similar here.
All right.
Yeah. I also want to see if they have because the original is known for a great soundtrack, like the Danger Zone. That's
Yeah, Danger Zone. Yeah.
Wait, is that made for Top Gun?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, I didn't know it
I
was made for
believe
Top
so.
Gun. I thought it was just popularized by Top Gun.
yeah,
Let me see.
that's what
Okay,
I thought as well.
Take My Breath Away won the
Take
Oscar
my
for
breath
original song.
away.
That one original song that was original for this film. Let me check for Danger Zone. Blah, blah, blah.
Highway to the
Yeah,
danger
that's
zone.
the
The
song
song
you have
was
to play
one
every
of
time
the
you're
hit
flying.
singles. Okay, I'm not sure if it's originally made, but it was definitely popularized.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, never mind. It is original.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
original. Oh, okay, original for Top Gun. All right, that's cool.
So yeah, it have lots of. So yeah, we'll see if they can do it. It's like Playing with the Boys is also like a good song.
All right.
So yeah,
That even would they be even able to do something like that in the modern day
the music.
stuff? Isn't it? Yeah, for something iconic,
It's
Well,
possible, you know.
hope. I mean, like, yeah, it's possible.
That's a
They
lot.
just
It's
need
possible, but that it needs a
poss-
lot of effort.
it, yeah, it needs a lot of effort.
Do they
You,
actually have
you need to
anything in it?
capture the same feeling, I guess, as what you get when
Yeah,
you hear
yeah,
Danger Zone and Top Gun. You need to be able to associate those two together, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Because Danger Zone is extremely iconic. I mean, even you who haven't watched Top Gun
Yeah, even
know
I
the
know.
song.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
All right, yeah.
this
So
film is
yeah,
coming out in May 27th. Nothing.
27th.
There's a film called Bob's Burger, the Bob's Burger movie, based on the TV show, and
oh
the
well,
Oh
taste.
Top
no.
Gun's out. Top Gun's out.
Yeah, Top Gun's kind of that's it.
And there is a film
Sorry,
called
Teguh.
The Taste of Whale, which I don't know what that is.
Uh,
That sounds so weird.
FYI, Taste of Whale, it's not that good. It's just alright.
You've tasted the whale?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, they
there's a
sell
whale
whale
sushi.
in Japan. Yeah.
Yeah,
Whoa. Okay.
it's
Damn.
not that good, honestly. It's very fatty. Didn't like it very much.
Obi-Wan series comes up that same week, but that's a series. No other films really.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, so
All
they
right,
had a
yeah.
good. I guess they have a okay schedule. Yeah.
So
Pretty good.
I'm guessing from the tone that you guys are definitely more excited for Top Gun Maverick than Minions 2.
Yes.
Oh.
I'll be
I
honest.
hope.
Before this trailer, I wasn't really, but I'm kind of intrigued now because of Tom. I mean, Tom Cruise can do no wrong, and yeah.
I
Unless he
hope it
didn't.
does badly so that Teguh will lose in his bracket.
You know what's ironic? You know what's ironic?
I was kidding.
I don't think Teguh realizes when he picks it, because like he picks it in his top,
I think
Three,
third one. Yeah,
yeah, third one.
his
Yeah.
and
third pick.
he's really proud of it, and he's not even here to talk about it. But like the fact that I didn't know that Jennifer Connelly was in this film, and Jennifer Connelly's in this film, that's like even more fitting for Teguh, because I know Teguh have like a crush on Jennifer Connelly. So it's like,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, alright then.
I think Teguh just picked it just because, like, ooh, airplanes.
I know exactly, but now he's even he's gonna like it even more now because
Oh, that's
Jennifer
true.
Connelly
Yeah.
is in here.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like more
Yeah.
fitting.
Alright, yeah.
Teguh, do you like F-18s or Jennifer Connelly? Hard decision. But yeah.
Alright, yeah, so that's
That's
basically our thoughts for Minions 2 trailer and Top Gun Maverick trailer. So now let's move on to some news. We got a few news today. Two of them are, quite,
pretty much the
I don't
same.
know, I guess, bittersweet, I guess, It's like,
Uh,
them. Bruce Willis is retiring from acting. Oh no. I think there's a whole like medical reason for it. What was it called, Bert?
He was diagnosed with aphasia, which is a condition that affect language cognition.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So basically, it's hard for him to remember scripts. Yeah, and things like
Mhm.
that. So he's decided to retire. I mean, yeah. To be fair, yeah. What can he do at that point, right? Yeah. So yeah, I mean Bruce Willis, and it's like, let's take a look at his popular movie. You know,
mhm.
have you guys watched
Yeah,
a lot
well,
of Bruce Willis movies actually?
let me
Yeah.
check Letterbox.
Pretty
Let me
sure.
check Letterbox
Plenty of
and
it.
see.
I mean, we all know his iconic one. It's like Die Hard, that's for sure.
Love
Yeah.
Die Hard.
Yeah, Die Hard, the Unbreakable series. Uh, what else was there?
Sixth Sense.
Sixth Sense,
Yeah.
right? Sixth
Sixth
Sense.
Sense.
Forgot about that. Oh right,
Yeah,
I like that weird movie he's in. Wait, is he in that one? Sin City. Is he in that?
he's in Sin City. Yeah.
Yeah, Sin City. That
So yeah,
I quite.
Pulp. I've seen him in Pulp Fiction, Die Hard, Moonrise Kingdom, Sixth Sense, Fifth Element. I like Fifth Element. I highly recommend it.
Mhm.
Looper, which is a good one
Right,
Yeah,
too.
Looper.
yeah,
That was
Looper,
late.
right?
That
Yeah,
was later in his career as well.
Yeah.
Glass, the M Night Shyamalan film. Um, I didn't
Over
remember
the
him in
Hedge.
Ocean's 12. Also Over the Hedge, yeah, like good one
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
I for,
he's in a lot of our in the early 2000 movies, I guess, back
Like
then.
his earlier
I don't
movies, yeah.
remember he was in Charlie's Angels Full Throttle. I don't remember him in it.
What
But
he
yeah, I
is?
guess
He's in that?
he is. Apparently he is. He's also
Huh.
in Rugrats Go Wild. So I'm like, huh.
Who does he voice? Or is he one of
Let's
the
see.
babies?
Let's see. Spike. Who the hell is Spike? Isn't
Who
he
the
a
hell is
dog?
Spike? Yeah, I thought wait. Back to that Spike.
Is it
Yeah,
voiced
it's
by
a
Bruce Willis?
dog.
He voiced
Yeah,
a dog?
wait, Bruce Willis voiced a dog. What?
This is
Man,
wild.
Bruce Willis got range. I don't know what to tell you.
I didn't know this. What is this? Is this right or is this wrong? I'm gonna fact check this real quick on IMDb. But
All
yeah.
right, Bruce Willis is in that movie Armageddon.
The armor.
Yeah. That this movie comes out a lot on like Indonesian channel. Yeah.
Yes, I miss. He's in Pulp Fiction. Haven't watched it though.
Oh, okay, he doesn't voice the barking voice. Okay, because Rugrats Go Wild is the crossover of Rugrats and the Wild Thornberrys TV show, right? The movie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And if you know the Wild Thornberrys, the main character, Eliza Thornberry, can speak to animals.
Yeah.
So for the
Exactly.
speaking role of the dog, it's voiced by Bruce Willis.
Oh wow, that's
So
Ah,
he wasn't woofing and barking the whole. He just
damn.
was
If only Bruce Willis was like woof woof. Damn. Range. But yeah, yeah. Out of all this, what do you think is your favorite Bruce Willis movie?
Movie or performance?
Performance, I guess. Yeah, his performance in the movie.
Um,
I guess the first Die Hard. That's literally
So,
the best movie I've seen from him.
which one was the bad one with his son? What Die Hard is it?
The last one, A Good Day to Die
uh,
Hard.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
I think
that's the one I
correct.
watched. It's bad.
Yeah, that was horrible.
I mean, best performance, I would say Sixth Sense. Obviously, Sixth Sense. He's really good in that. Out, besides that, I like him in. What's that movie called?
Which
What
one?
was that movie
Describe it.
called? Unbreakable. I like him in
Unbreakable.
Unbreakable.
Oh,
Yeah,
I like
Unbreakable.
him.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like him in Unbreakable a lot. That's one of my
yeah,
favorite
same.
M Night films. Yeah, Die Hard is probably his most iconic one. So yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Cam Patterson said, "You guys are only talking about the shitty movie he was in."
Oh, Rugrats Go Wild is good.
What? Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cam, what do you mean?
Better than Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, I mean, he's a small role of Pulp Fiction, but yeah, it's. I mean,
Alright, yeah, him in
it's
Pulp
a.
Fiction is also really great. Yeah.
Yeah,
Having
there are a lot of
old
stuff that I haven't seen him
nothing.
in.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it's he. I mean, because of this, he got like a pretty sad end to his career because he does so many direct to video stuff.
Mhm.
Can you guys guess how many direct to video? Okay, 2020 is not out yet; it's not done yet, but he got a lot in 2020. Can you guess how many direct to video films he released in 2021?
8.
6.
I'm thinking of quite a high number. 8. Yeah. Let's go with 8. How about you, Eric?
It's 6.
6?
Yes, he's in 6 direct to video
Oh,
films.
6. Okay.
Yeah.
Called Cosmic Sin, Out of Death, Survive the Game, Apex, Deadlock, and Fortress.
I mean, to be fair,
All
if
direct to video.
I feel like at that point he kind of know that his condition is worsening, so
Probably.
makes sense that he wanted to get as much as possible before he pull the plug, I guess, on his career. Yeah, understandable.
Yeah. And he have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in 2022.
Yeah,
Upcoming.
that's a lot. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, but then the Razzie also, what's the name? They took out at one point they make a like Bruce Willis category, right?
That was
Yeah.
for this year's Razzie. and then they
Yeah,
bring
Yeah.
back,
they
they
took
take
it
it
out,
away.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, feels bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels bad, but that's the point of the Razzie anyway. I feel like if you're this Razzie showrunner, you should stick with your guts. This is kind of like I lose
True,
respect
but
for the Razzie now.
hey, man, they might get some backlash from that.
Yeah, yeah. If he wasn't, if he wasn't going into retirement, I guess they would have kept it.
Yeah. So yeah, Bruce Willis, honestly, yeah, he'll like Cam said, he'll be immortalized by his great roles in movies. That's true.
And the bad ones too.
Yeah.
And the bad ones. All of
But
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
For every Die Hard, you got a GI Joe. For
Are you
every
saying G.I. Joe
pulp,
is bad? Huh?
for every Unbreakable, you got an Armageddon. I haven't seen Armageddon. I
Mm,
don't know if it's any good or bad.
it's okay. The plot just makes no sense, about
Yeah.
sending drillers to space, but oh well.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, so yeah, that's Bruce Willis retiring. So yeah, sad news. Yeah, honestly, all the best for him. Hopefully he, continue living a good life. I mean, yeah, he's pretty rich, I guess.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully.
Yeah.
But yeah, going on to the next actor
Yes,
who is also
going
retiring.
over the hedge. Yes. To another
Jim
actor.
Carrey is also going to retire from at least the last time I read. The last I read. He said that Sonic 2 will be his last movie. Yeah, and then after that he's done acting. Sad news. Jim Carrey, man, he's iconic for
Yeah.
sure.
Can I start off by saying that the Bruce Willis retiring makes is more believable to me than Jim Carrey, because Bruce Willis has a condition. Jim
Same.
Carrey is just because maybe he's tired of acting, but I don't fully believe that he's gonna fully retire. Maybe he's like gonna take a break for a few years and then come back. I don't know.
Maybe, probably, yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I'm thinking as well. Because I mean, I mean, we saw him in Sonic, and he's really good.
he's
Still,
great. He's a lot of
yeah,
fun.
he's great in Sonic.
I love
Arguably
Jim
one of the
Carrey.
best parts of Sonic.
Yeah,
Mm.
Yeah. So I don't know. I do hope he's just taking a break here and there.
yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, so what are some of the best stuff that you remember from Jim Carrey?
The best stuff I remember from Jim Carrey. I love his before. I love what's the name? The Mask.
Yeah, same.
I love The Mask. His 1994 movie thingy. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just The Mask is really like he's a very I guess his face is very like comic-y, and then The Mask is all about that. So it really fits into what he's good at. I feel like so. Yeah, really love Jim Carrey in The Mask. Yeah. How about you, Rick?
Uh, if it's not the mask, then actually I don't even know. I don't know why this is very specific, but the most movies I've watched, like the ones I've watched that has him repeatedly, is is Yes Man. It's not even a great movie; it's just an okay movie.
Uh,
Isn't Yes Man good?
But it's okay. It's pretty
I've
good.
never
It's just
seen it.
okay. It's
Me
just okay.
neither.
But it is the one I watch the most. I don't know why. I just
Huh.
see it often on TV. I think I had the CD at one point.
Oh
But
right.
yeah.
I Jim Carrey. I mean, in terms of comedy, Dumb and Dumber, Ace
Mhm.
Ventura is
I haven't
great.
watched those.
Yeah, Ace
Uh,
Ventura I have watched. It was
later
funny. Yeah.
later in his career, I thought he was good in Kick-Ass 2, even though Kick-Ass 2 is not the best film.
Oh, he's
Um,
in Kick-Ass? As who?
Two.
he's in Kick-Ass 2.
Two.
As who? I forgot.
Colonel Stars and Stripes.
Oh, right.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
him.
true.
Yeah,
That's
he
He's
true.
died.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spoiler, yeah. He
Yeah,
voiced
it's
Horton. He
funny.
plays the Grinch. So he's in Doctor Seuss a little bit. Bruce
Yeah, he's in
Almighty.
Horton. He was a who? As Horton.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, his dramatic. He can also do dramatic roles. I haven't seen Man on the Moon, which I heard is really good. But Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is one of my favorite movies of all time, and that was the first time I see him in a dramatic role, and that just blows me away. If you've never seen it, do yourself a favor, watch it. That is one of the deepest movies I've ever seen. Talking about just emotions and memories is incredible. And the Truman Show, also incredible. Have you guys seen the Truman Show?
I've heard of it.
Not yet. I heard
Do
of
you
it
know?
though.
Do you
Yeah.
know what it is about? I'm curious.
I heard the premise of it. Yeah, I heard the premise of
You
it.
The
mentioned
pre-
about this, but
it's
I forgot.
basically he plays this guy named Truman.
Yeah.
He thought his life was
Okay.
normal, and like in the first few minutes, it is revealed that his whole life is a stage television show. He doesn't know anything about it, but everyone in the whole world is watching him. He's the most popular TV show in the whole world. You follow him every single day. That is the premise, and him figuring it out. It's awesome.
Oh, all right, all right. Honestly, I still have a lot of Jim Carrey movies that I haven't watched.
Yeah,
Yeah.
highly
Yeah,
recommend.
most of the time I was just watching reruns of whatever is on TV.
Yeah,
Yeah. Honestly,
yeah.
yeah. Quite sad though that yeah, him taking a if he's retiring for real, it's very sad.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mhm.
pretty much is that, I guess. Yeah. So hopefully he's just taking a break. I want to see more Jim Carrey. That's for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
For
All
sure.
right. So yeah. Wait. You have any other thoughts on this? No.
Uh, nope. He's
All right.
okay. So he's not bad as a Riddler.
Yeah. Cameron Patterson said he was a great Riddler at Bennett. I mean, to be
I
fair,
haven't watched it.
he was playing a really like campy comic
Yeah.
Riddler. So
Yeah.
yeah. Not yeah. At that time in that universe is okay, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it for like yeah, Jim Carrey hopefully not retiring. Let's see.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
then yeah,
Hmm.
lastly we got quite a news here of It prequel titled Welcome to Derry. Yep. Uh so yeah, if you yeah, it
So yeah.
referring to the Pennywise story, I guess.
Yeah. So the article that I found was from Variety, and then the It prequel series in the works at HBO Max. It's gonna be called, like what Calvin said, Welcome to Derry. And the Muschieri, who's the director of the films, the It One and It Two, is working on this. It's gonna be basically the origin story of Pennywise coming to Derry.
Yeah,
So
he's just, in his luggage, bringing his luggage, walking up to
he moves
Derry.
in. He moves
Yeah,
into
he
Derry
moves in.
casually.
Yeah, he moves into Derry casually in his clown
Oh my
makeup.
god!
Oh, I'm moving into Derry.
Why
You
does
say
he? Why
Mickey
does he
Mouse.
go?
Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse.
Oh no, that's the best clown impression
Oh
I got.
That was Mickey Mouse. Yeah.
That's the best I can get. A
no! I
clown
want no.
impersonation.
I don't want to see him with a luggage. I want to see him fly into Derry holding balloons like Mary Poppins, just
Yeah.
going down slowly. You'll
I'm
fly down.
Pennywise, y'all.
I'm Pennywise,
Pennywise,
y'all.
y'all.
No, but
Yeah.
seriously, are you interested in a Pennywise prequel series?
Am I interested in the Pennywise prequel series? Not
Pennywise
really.
Origins.
Not Not really, because the thing is, from what I remember, I didn't read the book, but I watched like YouTube videos explaining about the history of Pennywise and stuff. It's weird. His origin is like very weird kind of thing. So I don't know how they're. I mean, to be fair, the whole It book is pretty damn weird. But like,
Stephen King is like pretty much on
Stephen King
drugs
is
when he
weird with
wrote it.
It, man.
Yeah.
Stephen King is weird with It. Yeah, the origin itself for It, for Pennywise, it's like it's so it's something to do with like the start of the universe and everything. So
Yeah, with spiders and something like
yeah,
that,
with
right?
spiders and like I don't know, puking, something like
Okay.
that.
Okay.
If I'm not wrong, there's something about puking and the universe came. The turtle puking and then the universe came
Yeah.
out of it. I'm not even sure anymore. But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know how they will translate that into series unless they just give it a whole new origin story for it. Yeah.
Also, in my opinion, part of the intrigue is like the mystery behind his character.
I
Like,
agree.
cause the more you know, so in a way, the less scary it gets, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
Right?
can agree with that.
So I sort of don't want to know, and I don't like if you said it's complex as you said, it's gonna be kind of weird on how they will adapt it. So yeah.
Yeah, pretty much it is. Yeah. What do you think, Rick?
Yeah, actually, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not so sure. I think I tried watching the same video while explaining Pennywise lore, but I was like, was a bit too much. I was like so confused. Like what the, like
Yep,
what is all this?
exactly.
So yeah, so yeah, I don't know. Like I'm pretty sure they can adapt it into because it is a series, right? So I think they can adapt it better if the lore is really that complicated. But even if people do understand, they'll just be like, "What the hell? What
They
the
need.
hell is
I
all
feel like
this?"
they still need to change quite a lot. I feel like for Pennywise origin to make it actually work for a series. Yeah, I'm not sure what the changes will be. Could be like him, like Albert said, going to Dairy Mary Poppins style. Could be that.
Mary Poppins, yeah.
But
Pum, pum,
honestly,
pum.
no idea. Yeah. Uh, but yeah. Do does it say anything about the cast?
I
Is
would assume Bill Skarsgård's coming back, right?
hopefully, yeah, has to be. I mean, he's really good as Pennywise.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
Uh,
I wanna see the whole Skarsgård family, including Alexander and Stellan Skarsgård, just played Pennywise family.
everyone from the Skarsgård family just plays Pennywise. They're like
No,
Pennywise.
no, well, not all Pennywise. I want to see the Pennywise family. The other clowns.
Yeah,
yeah, the
no, I mean
clowns.
like you're playing like Daddy Penny, Mommy
Penny.
Penny, Baby
Yeah,
Penny,
they're
Oh
something
all.
like
god,
that. That I want
Penny.
to see.
Stellan Skarsgård. God, Stellan Skarsgård in Pennywise makeups freaks me out for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he
I
could
don't.
already do the smile without the makeup, and it was creepy.
Oh yeah, I saw the audition tape of like Bill
Yeah,
Skarsgård doing it.
I think I saw the like interview or something.
Yeah. Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah.
uh, any other thoughts on this? No, I guess. Yeah, I
Nah.
guess. Yeah. What Cameron Patterson say here? It needs to be a 3P and stylized to make it work. Really make it work well. I think.
Yeah,
You know.
pretty much.
Yeah. The 3P part especially. Yeah. Fred Love Movies is correct. There is the recent news saying that Bill Skarsgård is also starring in the Crow remake. Yeah. Um, I haven't watched the Crow, so I don't have much thoughts on that.
I've never seen The Crow. I know it's a cult hit based on a
Yeah.
comic. I think it's a comic book film too.
It is based
Uh,
on a comic. Yeah.
yeah, I've never seen
Uh,
it.
the
Uh,
only thing I know about it is the accident that happened during the shooting of I think Brandon Lee. Is that his name?
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. Bruce Lee's son. Got what's the name?
That's
Died in
Bruce
the
Lee's
onset.
son.
If I'm not wrong, yeah.
I never connected two together. Holy cow.
If I'm not wrong,
Okay,
that was yeah. But I think let me check actually. Let me fact check.
you're
If I'm not
right.
wrong,
He is. Brandon Lee
yeah,
is the
right.
son of. Wow, how have I never connected that? That is
Yeah.
mind
I think
blowing.
like the
Okay.
accident is like it's supposed to be like a blank pistol. He shot it and then like it's too close
Hmm.
to his chest or something like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So tragic
Hmm.
news on that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're making a remake with Bill Skarsgård. I'm not too sure on what the crow is. Probably have to watch it first.
Does have
But yeah,
something to do with like gang wars and everything? But yeah.
does he turn into a crow?
Yes, because it's like
Oh,
I know it's like a musician rock star that died and then the girlfriend died or something, and he wants revenge and he turned to a crow because it's like the embodiment of death or something like that. So he came
huh.
back to life and it's like battling gangs and mafia. Something like I think might be very very wrong. I have never seen the film. I may be very very wrong.
Well, yeah, we probably
But
have to
yeah,
watch it first. So yeah, without further ado, let's go into the topic that we are all in it for, I guess. Moon Knight.
Montbius. Oh
No.
no.
Morbius, yeah.
Moon Knight episode 1 spoiler discussion. Yeah, we are not going to do non-spoiler because it's kind of pointless, I feel like talking per episode non-spoiler.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are going directly to the spoiler discussion for Moon Knight episode 1 and yeah, that will be your spoiler warning for Moon Knight episode 1. So, if you haven't watched it, you know, watch it first then come back.
Yeah. Spoiler alert
Yep.
is
Yeah, so yeah, Moon Knight episode 1. Let's start, I guess. Yeah.
no,
Montbius.
not Morbius.
We
Enough.
haven't even.
Hashtag One
Enough.
Piece.
We haven't even watched Morbius.
Teguh's gonna come back next week. Have no idea what's going on. Montbius.
Yeah.
Like, what is going? What did
Oh
I
yeah,
do?
that's true. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay.
All right, yeah.
All right.
So, uh, I guess I don't know. Let's start with Albert this time. Albert, why don't you go ahead? Yeah.
Yeah.
Your
Moon Knight
thoughts?
episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I think it's a
Okay.
strong. I think it's. I almost said pilot. It's not a pilot. I think it's a strong first episode for the show. I like the performance for Oscar Isaac, playing this dual personality that we didn't really know, because like we sort of know going to the series that it's gonna, because we're somewhat familiar with the comics, so we know that's gonna do the dissociative identity disorder, but we
They
don't
kind of
really
showed
know
that
how
in the
how
trailer.
they. I guess yeah, they did too.
Yeah.
But we don't know how they're gonna portray it, and I think they did this interestingly, sort of Memento, like Nolan
Mm.
Memento style of like you don't know what's going on, and then you wake up and then like other stuff not showing it, which I feel like maybe in the next couple of episodes they might. I don't know if they'll flashback to it, but it'll be cool, I guess. It's not necessary, like just to see what happens when he's in the um, Mark Spector character.
Is that the name of
This
the
Mark
comic?
Spector is the mercenary personality,
Oh, oh. Okay, okay, okay.
dominant personality, Stephen Grant. Because in the comics, Mark Spector is dominant personality. Stephen Grant is one of the alters.
Mm.
But in this show, we start with Stephen Grant, which is an interesting choice. So
Yeah,
yeah.
Steven Grant and Mark Spector is the alter, basically, right? Yeah.
Mark Spector is the dominant personality, but yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you know,
Well,
he's
yeah, I guess
mostly
they're all.
yeah. Oh yeah, continue, Bert.
No, I think it's a really interesting performance from him. He does some really good physical acting in one of the
Mhm.
scenes where he's like hands like that, just
Oh yeah,
walking. I thought
it's a scene
because
when when Ethan Hawke's character was asking him for the scarab, if I'm not wrong. That's the
yeah,
Yeah.
scene you're talking
yeah,
about, right? Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like that physical performance by Oscar Isaac is it's really good. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Outside of that, it's also I really like it. I think Avi can agree with this as well.
Yeah.
Whenever he blacked out, kind of thing, we don't get to see the action. We just see the aftermath.
yeah,
Yeah. I
Yeah,
like
that.
that. His perspective keeps it more mysterious.
Yeah, we don't know
Intriguing.
what's happening, kind of thing. Just so like, oh, what just happened? And then like, we are in the same kind of ride with him. I guess we don't know what just happened, and then like we just see the first time it happened. I think we
It
just see
just
like him
zooms in. The
holding.
camera goes like,
Yeah. And then we
and
just saw
suddenly it's
him
like,
like holding his hand is
uh,
like full of blood and holding a scarab. I'm like, what?
yeah. No, or in the what is it? In the whole van car chase scene, which was
Yeah.
amazing by the way. The whole sequence.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like he blacks out, and suddenly the van's in reverse. He has a gun
Yeah.
forward, and he's like, "Did you just throw the gun?"
Yeah,
I
that's
like
true.
that.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, really like the fact that they do that, though. Yeah. Probably in the next episode, they're not going to do that much. They would want to show more of the action because we did get to see bits of it, I guess, at the end when he's fighting
Jackal.
the jackals thing
The,
in
Mhm.
the museum.
the dog thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Uh, yeah. Pretty much that, I guess. Outside of that,
Yeah,
overall thoughts of the first episode, yes, it's really
It's a
intriguing
strong start.
on what happened. It's a
intriguing.
really long start. Yeah, I
I
feel
actually do
like
want to agree with Star Machine on this. He's
Star
asking a
Mission.
question. Says, yeah, best first episode of any Marvel show? I think so.
Let's think
I'm,
back.
I'm thinking back. I'm thinking
I'm
back.
thinking back, but I thought about this, and I as of now I want to say me probably yeah. I'm like at
I
least
think
80% sure.
Loki have a pretty strong opening, right? Does it?
Loki was the strong
Loki is
opening, yeah.
Loki is pretty strong, but this one I feel like intrigues me even more than
Yeah, but this one
Loki.
is more of a bigger hook, in my opinion.
Yeah, like
WandaVision hooks me the most.
One
The Vision was
Division
quite a big hook as
Because
well.
yeah,
is a
but
big
yeah,
hook, but it's more like it doesn't really tell us what's
yeah,
happening. I guess yeah, it's very
yeah,
weird with
It's a bit more
WandaVision.
mysterious in this case because I don't know, One
Yeah.
Division we still kind of understand some parts, yeah.
But in this one, not only did we get quite a big hook, we also got great action. I want to say, even though we didn't see it.
the action is well, the minimal action that we see is great.
Yeah.
Little nitpick, some of the CGI looks kind of bad, especially with the trees falling. I noticed it, and like some of the green screen doesn't look really good. Um,
Okay. Okay.
it's
Yeah.
but yeah, that's like the
True.
only minor nitpick for like that.
I
I
mean,
mean, it's a
Konsu.
TV show budget, so yeah.
I mean, like with TV show budget, like when you see Konsu appearing here and there, and then when he's especially walking, uh, to the elevator door. Remember, yeah,
Yeah,
that scene.
yeah, that's in
Konsu
yeah.
looks so good.
Does
Konsu
look
looks so good.
creepy.
Yeah, he looks creepy. He got that the
Uh,
whole bird
Yeah.
skeleton thing. I mean, that's how it
yeah,
is,
yeah.
right? But
Which
yeah,
is
I
why
like that horror
I
aspect.
hope
Yeah,
there's like horror aspect. Yeah, and yeah, F. Murray Abraham is voicing Khonsu, the Egyptian moon god. So yeah, that's a good choice. It's like F. Murray Abraham have a great voice.
dude, I
yeah.
should mention that first scene. Oh, my legs cringe.
Oh yeah, in the
Oh, when
first
he
It
scene
feels
stepped, the
where
first scene,
Ethan
uncomfortable.
Hawke break, yeah, Ethan Hawke broke the glass and put it in his shoes and just walking. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
that's
Oh, oh, no, my
no.
soul, soul of my.
um,
Every step you can hear like the of the glass.
yeah, I'm not sure why he does that. I guess it's just like his belief. It's interesting though.
It's one of those. It's one
Yeah,
of those
very
like
much one of the
religious-y
beliefs.
things, you know.
Yeah.
Here, I want to ask you about the bad guy though, because this is an interesting bad guy. He's like a cult leader, obviously, that's like taking over.
hmm
Because like the first scene we see him in, well, I guess the first scene is the first film, in the first scene in the film show, whatever. But then we see him again in the town after Oscar Isaac dislocates his jaw, which is great, by the way. When he wakes up, dislocates his jaw.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And then he's in that town, right? And then he's like, he's followed by like this cult, like this mercenary, and there's like this cult that everyone's following. Um, and like he seems like, I mean, he got like this Egyptian. I forgot the name. Ahmed, is it the Egyptian
I
Ahmed,
think
god?
it was
yeah.
Amit. Yeah, Amit.
So he's deciding people's fate based on both something they have done as well as something in the future. It's like precognition, sort of a minority report thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What do you think of that idea? What do you think of that idea as the villain who's like healing the world based on the power of this Egyptian god by seeing something that hasn't been, by deciding on something based on something that hasn't been done yet?
It just came to my. It just clicked into my head, like literally just a second ago.
What?
His ideology is literally the same as the Winter Soldier one.
Yeah, I was
The
gonna. I was
helicarriers-
about to say that. I was about to
The
say that.
Oh.
as well.
helicarriers were designed to take out targets that would be that are threats
Potential
or would
threats.
be threats.
Yeah.
Yeah, or potential
yeah,
threats
potential
to
threats.
Hydra. And he's kind of
Mhm.
like that. He's like deciding like, oh, you might do something bad in the next
Yeah,
part of your life, and he's killing them off.
it's pretty much the same thing, but
Same concept,
but
yeah.
but mythical and
Yeah, but more
Egyptian.
mythical, yeah.
Yeah.
More sorcery and mythical way of doing it, I guess.
Yep. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll mind it. I think it's a pretty cool concept. Like
It's
pretty
Now
cool
that I
it's
think
a
about
neat,
it, it's
it's a
very cool
neat
concept,
concept,
yeah.
but it sort of hurts my brain because a little bit. This is like literally question of like, is life predestined already? Something like that, right?
Mm-mm.
Especially we know with the MCU, we got like timelines and like Kang the Conqueror like deciding the time with Loki, the TVA, and everything. The more I think about it, the more it hurts my brain. So I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
even wanna.
Oh yeah. You know what?
It
Yeah,
hurts.
if you're thinking that far, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Didn't
can
didn't they
understand.
didn't they use this plot as well for like the second Civil War in Marvel comics?
Yes, that is true.
Right? Yeah.
In the comics, Civil War 2 is
Is
because
I'll
there
be
is an
quick.
inhuman that
Yeah.
can basically minority report that can see the future. And
Mhm.
I forgot. I mean, it's Captain Marvel versus Tony Stark. I
Iron-
forgot
yeah.
which one side with who. Pro seeing the future or pro not. Like
Yeah.
basically like judging people based on something they haven't done. So yeah, it's something like that.
Yeah, similar to that. So yeah.
Yeah.
What else is there to talk about?
I mean, I want to talk about the old lady that got decided to fade on. Like that lady was like really old, and then he says like she's been good her whole life, and then the guy's like, oh, it's about something that you're gonna do. Like, what? How bad could it be that she's like she's like she's old? She's like she's done good her whole life,
has,
and
like-
like something is about to do.
She has like 10 years at most, and it's like, oh, you might do something bad.
Like, how bad could it
No,
be?
We're
Whoa,
probably gonna do something bad.
this old lady.
She's gonna rob a bank or something.
Like the next day, she's gonna rob the bank.
To be honest, I didn't think about that. I was just assuming
I was
like,
like-
oh,
I was just
maybe-
laughing.
Maybe she was lying.
Yeah,
I just assumed she
at
was
first-
lying. Like, oh, she
yeah.
probably like did something bad
You
way
think
back
so?
then,
Yeah, fair.
and she just lied, saying,
Maybe.
"Oh no, I've been good."
Yeah, that's true. uh, Yeah, well, I'm
Yeah,
trying to think back again. Oh yeah. I guess go back to the jackal when the jackal thing appears. I guess. I think Joe asked us in Discord chat at one point, like in US or something or in Europe, I guess. Is there really a bathroom that's just sinks?
that is a miss. You guys are. It's not just a bathroom with sink. You can see there is a. It's a U-shaped bathroom. This side of the hallway is all the sink mirror. There is a passageway on the side that you probably missed out. Because you pointed out
Oh.
before I saw the show, I pay attention and I was like, yeah, there's a passageway that goes probably to the urinals and to the stalls. So you guys are just missing on that.
Oh, okay, yeah, I didn't notice that. That's really just a room full of sink.
No,
Like
no,
what?
no. It's
A room
it's
full
like
of
it's
sinks.
like a U-shaped bathroom.
Yeah, if you guys realize in that whole scene is actually pretty cool because like you get to see
It's very similar design.
yeah, you get to see what's his name? What's his name again?
Mark Spector.
Oscar Isaac basically reflection on the mirror, and then like
Mm.
one of the one reflection creates like the infinity thingy, when
Yeah,
two mirrors are
yeah.
back to back, and one doesn't. And then like in another shot, it's
Oh,
like
really?
there's only the Mark Spector guy,
Yeah.
his alter ego in the reflection, and then the infinity reflection is gone
Yeah,
for
yeah,
like the
that's what
next
I
shot.
noticed.
I
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
notice that. That's
I
attention to
That's
detail.
what I noticed as well, yeah.
And then that leading up to that whole like bathroom scene with the reflection and everything leading up to him turning into the Moon Knight, and we don't did we see him kind of transform, and then like
Yeah,
again
Yeah.
we just all we saw is the aftermath of like the jackal trying to run away, and like a
Yeah,
sink
and he's just
just
like
like thrown
a
out of
sink
the
the sink
bathroom.
was flown out and he was just like
Yeah.
pummeling
and
it to the ground.
Yeah, and then he's like, the jackal's trying to run away. Just like pull it back, like, nope, come back here.
yeah.
I like that. That's like it shows brutality,
Yeah,
which I
and then
think
like
Moon Knight is supposed to be.
Yeah.
yeah, and then like the ending shot of just like a close up to Moon Knight's face. I'm
Moon
like,
Knight, I
damn,
like that. Yeah,
that's cool.
It's pretty good.
that is a
That's a
nice.
cool ending.
That is a cool way to wrap up a first episode.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Uh, I mean, yeah, and I mean, I was about to say something and I forgot. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see how he handles all the DID issue, because that if it's like a bad representation, it could be problematic because this is like a real not disorder. What's the word for it?
uh,
Disability? No, not so. I don't want to.
Condition.
Yeah, condition.
a
Yeah,
real condition.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
disorder. Yeah, basically. So I like they gotta treat this with respect and make sure they do their research on how to
Yeah.
portray this. But I'm
I mean,
curious
I
how
Yeah,
they
mean,
yeah.
as
handle
long
it.
as they portray it, like respectably,
Yeah,
you know,
not just
it'll
as a
be it'll
trope
be
or
alright.
anything. Yeah,
Yeah.
which is and
Here,
I want to see how he portray different stuff.
what do you think of this though? I think we got a new viewer. Word789 said, "Avatar is not an anime. Moon
And then
Knight
at one
got
point
it
he did.
wrong."
At one point he did mention it's like, oh, Avatar, you like
The anime?
the blue people or the
Yeah.
anime.
Yeah, I like that they referenced.
They can do it now.
Oh yeah, they can.
Yeah.
Oh, they're flexing again.
Yeah,
Avatar
Yeah.
the anime? Yeah, it probably is. I
Yeah.
don't
They
know.
also have a Nemo reference. That's
Nemo. Okay, so do you think? Because he's like he makes phone calls to his mom, which is
Mhm.
also like bye bye Gator or see you later Gator, whatever he
See you
says to sign
later.
off.
Yeah.
With it.
Later Gator, he just
Later
said that,
Gator.
yeah.
Like, so who is he calling? Because clearly Mark Spector is a dominant personality. Stephen Knight is the other alter, right?
Uh-huh.
So who is he? Do you think he's just leaving voicemails to himself?
I don't know,
I mean, we
honestly.
saw him talking to a statue, so he could be talking to, yeah, just a voicemail or something.
Wait. Is that really a statue, or is that like
That's a human statue kind of thing.
human statue? Right? I
Yeah,
thought it was a human statue.
it is a human statue.
It's a human statue, not a statue.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
human statue.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
But like, I'm just who is he calling? I'm curious. And like, there is the other person who's calling. I'm assuming that's Mark Spector's girlfriend. The one that when he was like confused when he found his cell phone. I'm assuming that's his girlfriend or
Yeah.
friend at least. So I guess we'll see that more of that relationship in the future.
Yeah.
Also,
Maybe.
go ahead.
Oh. maybe he's not calling his mom like
What does that
parent
even mean?
camp. He's calling his mommy.
What?
No, okay.
What are you on about?
Okay. Anyway, I was about to say, because like
Alright, sure.
Mark Spector is American, Stephen Grant is British, right?
Yeah.
He works in the museum. He asked out that girl who he didn't remember, right? He didn't remember that girl that he went on a date with that girl, right?
Yeah. The steak
Um,
place, right? Yeah.
yes. If I was just thinking about this, so if he asked out that girl in Mark Spector, it would have been American accent, and she probably realized it. So maybe there is a third alter who's also British that does that.
Maybe.
Maybe when he becomes confident, she thinks, "Oh, he's speaking in a different accent."
Because
And when he's no
there is
longer confident, he becomes
because there
British.
is other alters. I'm trying to remember the name, but there
Maybe.
because
Yeah.
yeah. So we might see it.
Who knows?
Could
Maybe
be
when Albert
something
is
there.
angry, he speaks in an Irish accent. Who knows? Depends on
Have
the
you
version.
ever hear me speak in an Irish accent? I don't think I can pull off an Irish accent.
Maybe.
Wait, is this
Uh,
true? Cam said that it does have lots of imagery with him reflected 3 times. I didn't pay attention to that too much.
I didn't either.
Yeah. Well,
But
we'll
yeah.
see again. We'll see next episode, next week, how it is.
I'm assuming we're gonna get an origin story eventually as well of how he gets the
Scarab, I guess.
scarab. Yeah.
Yeah. What else is there?
Um.
Think?
Yeah. Old ladies are creepy in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Yeah.
Never trust an old lady.
I
That's
just
for
an
sure.
old lady.
Like Captain Marvel punched
well,
one.
Yeah.
Marvel.
So that-
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, it's a good start. I'm definitely very curious to see more with the different personality and everything, and with more of the action, and with Ethan Hawke being this cult leader. Sorry, there's like a siren going on in the background.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious to see all that, and if they go to like an Egypt, like I don't remember if they really seen this in the trailer. Probably not. If they go to like an Egypt like place setting, like inside a tomb or whatever, that's pretty cool if you get to see that.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll be cool if we go to Egypt to explore about Khonsu himself. So yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know. I think I've shared all my thoughts for this. Yeah.
I think.
Do you guys
I think
do you guys
so.
have anything else to add?
Trying to flash back through the whole episode.
I can't think of anything. I feel like we covered all the interesting points already.
Hmm.
And I
Yeah.
should mention, I think somebody mentioned like I like the whole like was it cult leader villain? Yes. After playing Far Cry 5, yes, I too like the cult leader villain.
Someone pointed this out to me. Moon Knight
Okay.
like gets his powers via the moon or whatever. Like full moon is stronger, crescent moon
Mhm.
not as strong. First episode have a crescent moon, so we've yet to see his full potential, and he's already this good. So forward to see
Oh,
what happens.
he'll get
Yeah.
stronger. We actually see him go random bullshit. Go.
Yeah, that's him at full power.
Yeah, that's
You
him at
wanna
full
go?
power.
You see, Moon Knight, a waterbender confirm. No,
Yeah.
waterbender got their power from the moon as well.
I want to
Yes,
see.
they do.
I don't.
They do.
I know Moon Knight's like comic book history is such a mess. I want to see if I can like find a because this one is heavily based on the comic run. What's the comic run called? There is a recent comic run of Moon Knight. If I can find it, let me
Okay.
keep talking while I look this up.
Does it have Arthur Marrow as the villain?
No, Arthur Marrow is a very small villain. That I know. He's
Yeah.
a very small time villain, and they make him pretty important in this one. So
All right.
yeah.
No, you know what? Not we all waiting for from this series.
I found okay. So, Moon Knight Volume 1 from the Dead. That one, I think they're taking a lot of stuff from the show based on this series. So if I can probably purchase that, I might want to see and read it. See if I get insights based on the story.
Well, I mean, like honestly, what we're all waiting for from the Moon Knight series is still the appearance of
Mr. Knight.
oh
Oh no, Mr.
Bushman,
Is it
Bushman,
Bushmaster? Not Bushman, is
Bushman.
it
Is it what is his name again? Is it Bushmaster?
Bushmaster? Isn't it
Bush boy.
Let me check again. Is it Bushman or
Bushman or is
Bushmaster?
it Bushman or Bushmaster?
One of
Raoul
them.
Bushman. Raoul
One of
Bushman.
them is in Luke
Bushman.
Cage. The other one is not.
Oh right there.
Raoul Bushman. We are all waiting for the appearance of Bushman. I want
Yeah,
to
as
see if
Kelvin
he
describes, he hides in bushes and bites people with metal teeth. As Kelvin describes from the Wikipedia.
and
And
with
his
foot
weaknesses,
addiction as weakness. We'll
yeah, and
see.
his weakness is food addiction. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, agree with what Cam said. I think this is the darkest an MCU show has gotten so far. This is the most blood we've
No,
seen.
yeah,
Most
sort of.
blood we've seen.
We'll
I
see
feel
if they
like.
we'll see if
I
they
want to
back
say
out
no,
of we'll
it's
see if
not
they back
actually.
out of it.
I
I
remembered
mean, here,
in
here.
Captain
Maybe there are
America.
more bloods, but we don't really see them have a pool of blood.
No, the thing is, though, I remembered in
They
Captain
will
America
cut.
the
They
first.
will cut from every single action where they they do the ID thing. We never see any fight scenes.
I remember in Captain America the first Avenger. I think Steve Rogers threw like a pilot through like a propeller, and you can actually see him turn into red mist. So that was pretty brutal
That's
compared.
like normal. It's like
That's like normal people
because
turning
because
to
it's
red
because it's
mist.
just kind of like seeing a guy turn into a mist kind of thing. If like it's more brutal seeing a guy beaten into a pulp, you know?
They weren't beaten. He just closed his eyes, and everybody just
Yeah,
fell
but
We
we
asleep,
get to see the
literally we
we
covered
get
in
to see
literally
the
blood.
saw
aftermath.
someone get killed using a shield. So you know.
Eh,
True.
mm. It's not the punch or the impact that sells it though. It's the aftermath that we get to see how brutal it is.
Yeah, you can actually see people like with blood on them. There's blood in an MCU show. Oh my god.
Pool of blood. Mm.
Mm.
But yeah, if you guys are interested in reading some Moon Knight, Samuelstein has some great suggestions here. Before I think that's it, right? We don't have anything else to add. Oh, but you're muted.
Our resident comic expert Samuel Stein.
Yes.
Yep.
Samuelstein said, I highly recommend Moon Knight Volume 1 from the Dead. Also, Moon Knight Epic Collection, Bad Moon Rising. And Moon Knight Volume 1, Lunatic Moon Knight. Yeah. So yeah, if you guys, are interested in reading some Moon Knight, go ahead and read
Yeah, because
what Samuelstein
Moon Knight's
recommended.
history is a mess. That's why I've
Yeah.
never gotten into it because it's a mess of a character.
Yeah. So yeah,
Shout out to the director.
who's the director?
Episode?
Muhammad Diab. He's the
Uh,
director and the showrunner for this. He hasn't done anything big. He's done a
mhm.
lot of like he's an Egyptian. He's from Egypt. He's an Egyptian filmmaker. He's done a lot of stuff for Egypt cinema, but this like his sort of like Hollywood big break. So good for him.
Yeah.
And hopefully that proves and paves way because it's like a very Egypt centric hero,
Mhm.
right? And everything. So yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, again, Moon Knight episode 1, really solid. Really solid. Probably one of the best, one of the better. Top 3 at least for like best first episode for MCU shows.
Mm.
So yeah, really, really curious on what's going to happen in this Moon Knight series. That's for sure. All right, yeah. Um, I'm guessing nothing else to add, right? No.
Uh,
All right.
Prediction for next episode.
Prediction for next episode. I have no bloody idea.
We probably won't really see the blacking out again.
I think we'll still see it.
We'll still
Are you
see it,
sure?
yeah.
Bullshit.
Um,
But I think we'll probably see more Mark Spector next episode instead of
Yeah.
Stephen Grant.
that could be actually because this one we got to see more Steve. What's his name? Stevie. Yeah, we got to
Yeah.
see. We get to see more of him, so maybe next episode is just mostly Mark Spector and the bits of Stevie.
I feel like
I mean,
Mark. I feel like Mark
I think
Spector thinks Stephen Grant is such a loser. I feel like God, this
Yeah.
like
personality is such a loser.
I think Steven is like letting loose Mark more and more, like as the story
Yeah.
progresses or something.
You know what's
True.
interesting is like Stephen clearly doesn't know the existence of Mark, but Mark seems like he knows the existence of Stephen. So that's like interesting dynamic.
That's her. Yeah. This is like the Venom.
It's like Venom. but
The
cooler,
premise
Albert.
of it, not the
Yeah,
not the execution.
yeah, not the execution, Albert. Calm down, Albert. Huh? This is like Morbius. No, it's not. Just kidding.
All right, yeah.
Morbius.
Oh,
I think that's basically what we have for the first episode
episode.
of Moon Knight spoiler discussion. So yeah, next week we are most likely going to do episode 2. That is,
The
Yeah,
well,
ghost
not
with
most
is
Teguh.
likely. That is
coming.
for sure. I
Wait.
think. Yeah.
Oh yeah, with
All
Teguh,
right.
but not without Albert.
I won't
Oh
be there.
yeah. All right. Yeah. So basically, that's it. That's all we have to talk about for this
Mhm.
show. So let's do our plug, I guess. So Arik, why don't you go ahead?
You can find me on Instagram, Ariq Andria. You can find me on Rikidu at Letterbox.
Yep. And then you can find Teguh at TG23399 on Instagram and Tegidu on Twitter. And of course, you guys can find me on Instagram at KYAce27 and Disco Monkey on Letterboxd and YouTube. And Albert?
Find me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, JA Wiradharma. I've been doing some random more TikTok recently, so check me out there. Subscribe, follow me on Letterbox and YouTube at Jaw Movies. Check out all my movie watches, my reviews, my Councilmen live stream. Our Councilmen live stream is only on Jaw Movies video version. If you want to check it out in the video version. If you're listening on audio, if you want to see, if you don't know what our faces look like, we do face reveal every week. It gets boring.
Yeah.
It gets more
Ta-da.
exciting every episode.
So yeah, check out the Jaw Movies YouTube channel for that. And yeah, check out the Councilmen Show wherever you listen to podcasts. It's the Councilmen, and Spotify, Podbean, Castbox, Stitcher, wherever you listen to it. It's the Councilmen. Find us there, and follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd at Councilmen Show. Yeah, we log all of our stuff in Letterboxd as well, post our live stream and stuff on Instagram and Twitter. So check us out there. Leave us a subscribe to us there. Leave us a review, and you'll be shout out in a future show.
Yep, that is true. All right, so yeah, that's basically it for today. And you know,
Wait,
what is
Fred
it?
asked an important question actually.
Oh, what did it? Bring it up.
That Fred Loves Blue says same time next week because we were thinking we had ideas. Maybe next week we might try.
What is it? The different.
Might try. Yeah, we might try doing it in the morning.
No,
Oh
no.
wait,
Morning
no.
your
Night,
morning your
night.
time,
Sorry,
night my time.
Nighttime.
yeah,
Most-
night. Yeah, night in PST. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then-
Again, we'll talk about it again, and then we'll post the official one later on
Yeah,
Twitter.
we'll keep you.
Yeah.
We'll keep you up to date. Hopefully.
We'll keep you up to date for sure on the schedule.
Yeah.
So yeah, just look out for the schedule. But I feel
But
like
what-
after this week and next week, after that,
We'll
then
figure
we will
out.
have we'll by next week after next week.
I love Kelvin struggling.
Yeah.
I'm trying
The
to think
week
of the
after.
words. here.
Yeah. The week
Yeah,
after.
a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will have a fixed schedule by then. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But in
All
terms
right.
of day, which is Saturday, it's definite.
I think
yeah.
it will be on
Most
Saturday.
likely will be Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Saturday.
All right. So yeah, with that, the councilman has spoken, and we'll see you in the next episode.
On Saturday. God damn it, the camera, quiet.